Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome in to Duck Zone 503, man. We've been growing like crazy. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Today's going to be a big stream today, chat. Let's go. Man, go Ducks. We're getting closer and closer every day, man, to Oregon Ducks football. Fall camp is in the air, man. Let's go, man. Welcome in, baby. Welcome in, man. If you haven't already, like I always say, man, subscribe on YouTube. Please show love, man. Completely free to do, man. Doesn't cost you no change out of your pocket. Hit the subscribe button, man. If you're on Kick, man, follow on Kick as well. We just launched on Kick this last month. So appreciate everybody, man. Smoke is also in the air. Yes, sir. That's right. Yes, smoke is also in the air in the state of Oregon, man. It's been pretty damn bad, man, but it's getting a little better. It's getting a little better, but I'm still sticking it inside, dog. You won't see me inhaling that ash smoke outside that we got going on, man. Plenty of fires going on. Hopefully that shit clears up by the time the games start, man. Anybody remember 2020, 2021? Going to the stadium and there's just smoke everywhere, man. Ugh. Yeah, the Fresno State game, man. It's so bad for your lungs, man. But yeah, 100%, man. Today, man, we're gonna have a big time get two big time guests, man. Two big time guests. We're doing our rewatch series as well. So we're gonna be rewatching the Minnesota Oregon game. Oregon dominated this one, as you know, but we're doing every game, baby. We're breaking down every game. You know how we do it, man. 2025 rewatch series rolls along here. And then in the middle of the game, I'm gonna stop it. And we're gonna bring those special guests on. First special guest we're gonna have on today, chat, is 2005 to 2009, he played safety here, and that is, you've probably seen it already, it's TJ Ward, baby. Super Bowl champion TJ Ward, Oregon GOAT TJ Ward, baby. If you don't know him already, you best know him now. And you're gonna get to get a recap of his Oregon career, man. What he liked here, what he learned from here. We're also gonna bring on Dion Jordan as well. Top 3 pick, man, out of Oregon. Dion Jordan played here from 2008 to 2012, man. So if you haven't already, drop a like, share the stream with a friend, man. Share it with all your Duck homies because we got 2 Oregon legends on the stream coming in today. So I appreciate everybody, man. Without that further being said, I am going to go ahead and get right into the game, man. We're going to start this up, and then pretty soon we're going to have TJ Ward on first, and then later in the stream, stay tuned, we're going to have Dion Jordan coming in. Appreciate everybody who's doing this right here. Liking the stream, man. Liking the stream on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Appreciate all the social media people out there, man. Keep sharing it. Keep sharing it. We be growing like crazy. #1 Oregon streamer on the internet, man. You know what it is. Duck Zone 503, baby. Show some support and go hit that follow button, man. Appreciate everybody. Let's go ahead and get right into it, baby. Let me move this out the way real quick. Bam. All right, man. We got the Minnesota Oregon game. So now this is the Big Ten football version on YouTube. Shout out Big Ten football YouTube channel for breaking this game down in literally 60 minutes. This video is actually a 48-minute video. So we're gonna be putting this game in. It's the full game. It's every play. It's just sped up, right? What we want. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get right to the good stuff. And then we got the interviews coming. So stay tuned on the chat, guys. Stay tuned on the chat. Appreciate everybody, man. Go Ducks. Let's get right into it.
Oregon will see it first in a raucous Autzen Stadium.
Minnesota was coming in for a night game. I believe this is a Friday night game as well.
Friday night.
Yep. Hey, I remember well. I
And here comes Dante Moore.
Friday night
Whittington
game.
is the tailback. They average more than 7 yards a carry on first down this year.
Yes, sir. About
This is
September 5th.
enormous for Minnesota early.
We're literally 30 days away, bro.
But they are
30
downhill
days
physical
out.
backs.
Let's go.
Zeke is in as a wide receiver. This opening throw by Dante
You guys been
Moore.
following the countdown
It's a
now. I've been
completion
posting
to Jamari
countdowns.
Johnson, who had the big touchdown in Happy Valley. They have 2 freshman tailbacks in. Motion from De'Air Hill. It's a handoff to Davison, the touchdown maker. He's battling for the first down yardage. It's going to be really
You're not
close. It
stopping
depends on
De'Air
the
Hill.
spot. And they are going to move
We're
the
not
chain.
stopping the air hill.
From the 35. It's Whittington right into the middle of the defense. But boy, as we said, stopping Oregon on first down.
A la Travis Hunter without all of the accolades.
2 tight ends again here.
Dante,
Moore.
let's go, baby. That's
He's got
wide
a deep
open.
ball down the sideline for
That was too
Benson,
easy, baby.
and he's got it. First down for Oregon from the 24.
Under center. Snap.
Let's play action. It's Dante Moore.
Easy money.
Up at this side. Undone by Sadiq, and he's just short.
That dive though.
Kenyon
Man, that should have
Sadiq,
been a
look at him.
touchdown.
On the
Looking like
fingertips.
Superman out
Man,
there,
you wish
boy.
he could have stayed
Damn.
up there. You know, I know receivers in that situation always want to run in and get the touchdown, but here they are back on the line of scrimmage.
Dante Moore tripped up, and he is short. They got half of it.
To the end zone for touchdowns and first downs. Now they get a nice pass concept.
Take the shovel to Davison and spin it out of bounds.
You're right up
As he was last week against Iowa, that's Sadiq in motion. It's a handoff for Davison.
You're not stopping Davison.
Closes
You're
the
not
door.
stopping
Second
Davison
for
at the
his
goal
end.
line, son.
Touchdown.
You're not stopping Jordan
Oregon.
Davison at the goal line, son.
What you want to do is save hundreds with Liberty Mutual Custom.
Shoot, man, I should have went with the other video, man. We're gonna have to skip these ads. All right, here we go.
Nothing wrong with a bedazzled cowboy hat.
Words to live by. Minnesota will see it for the first time tonight. On the kickoff from Sappington. It's a touchback. Boy is the running back.
Under center.
Darius Taylor, who you mentioned in the open, in motion. And we have a marker in.
That's a noise,
False
baby.
start.
Back that shit up.
For 50 of the offense.
Too loud.
5-yard penalty.
You don't want to have those things happening early, and already they're going to Wildcat to get this football to Darius Taylor.
It is Taylor who's going to take the direct snap, and they'll pitch it back to Lindsey. His
Get him,
throw
get
goes
him,
to the
get him.
tight end, Bibber.
There we go, Devin.
And he is
That's
dragged
Devin
down.
Jackson.
People, this is lovely football.
And they're all over the place right now. It's four
I think that
to
was
the
actually
right
Blake
side,
Church,
and then
but-
they'll throw into the bunch, and that's dropped by Taylor.
Number 9
And he's been
last
making
year.
plays
He's number 9
all
this
season
year, I believe.
Louis
Devin Jackson.
Ungalale up top, purchased down at the bottom.
All
You
right.
see how wide they are at the line with Bibber in motion. Here comes Uiagalelei.
Let's go.
And Lindsey felt
Yup.
it immediately.
We need
in.
all that
From
this
a
year.
distance.
Uiagalelei, man.
Uiagalelei created the
Telling you.
sack.
Yes, he
It's gonna be
did.
scary
Talking
hours
to
for
Oregon
Eugene,
staff.
baby.
He is so important. Tosh Lupoy says, look, we tell our guys all the time in front of Mateo, he is creating a lot of the havoc for other guys' numbers, and there he gets it on his own.
So all the husbands out there understand if the wives get along, you're going to have a new friend.
Dante Moore on first down. He goes over the middle. He's got Johnson again, and he's
Johnson
looking for
gave
a
him that
scrap.
shoulder. He gave him that shoulder right there.
Davison, the tailback. He had the touchdown earlier. He'll choose the left
physicality.
side.
I want more
So
of
if these
that.
backs do break the line of scrimmage, they'll be running for a long ways.
This is 4 wide.
Because let me tell you this. Jamari, he's all 6'7", baby. He's tall. I met him in person, bro. He's big. He's got crazy hands. But I want to see what he can do in the blocking game, okay? A lot of fans, right? Us fans, we don't really pay attention, to be honest, like we should, at wide receiver and tight end blocking. It's just as important as offensive line blocking. So, Jamari Johnson, man, you're big, you're physical. I just seen it. I want to see that same physicality in the block game, buddy. I want to see it.
Moore's going to keep it. Dante Moore throttles down out of bounds. He's got a first down.
And be a part of that run game as well.
If we have a moment after this play, I want to ask you about that run in Iowa City because I know you have something to say about it.
Let's
Into
go.
the run.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
Davison.
yeah. Look at this. Look at the speed, man.
Touchdown.
Look at the speed, man. He's not only a man, he can run through you.
This run game is ruthless.
It's unbelievable, Jason. They're the FBS best with 20 runs of 25.
A lot of talk
I mean,
after last
yeah.
week and a win in Iowa, which is a very difficult place to play. Like Oregon won a Big Ten football. Dante Moore on first down. He goes over the middle.
wanna
He's
see
got
that
Johnson
again,
again, and he's looking for a scrap.
Like, look at this.
Davison, the tailback.
He'll
He had
not
the
only run
touchdown
through you.
earlier. He'll choose the left side.
He'll run right at you. He'll run through you.
So if these backs do break the line of scrimmage, they'll be
But
running for a
Jordan
long
Davison
ways.
won't only run through
4
you.
wide, and Moore's going to
Look
kick
at
it.
Dante.
Dante
I want to see
Moore
Dante
throttles
running like
down
this.
out
I
of
love
bounds.
Dante.
He's
as a
got
lead
a
option.
first down.
If you
And be a
can
part
use
of that
Dante's
run.
legs, I'm telling you, if you can use Dante's legs and make the defense respect his legs, it's going to make the offense that much more dangerous. You have probably, we'll see, right? Statistically. I mean, you had Troy and Tez both had 1,000 yards. You probably have the best wide receiver of all time. Like, best wide receiver room of Oregon of all time. You got Evan Stewart returning. Decory and Moore, right? Leading your offensive wide receiver room. You bring in a guy named Trayshawn Hooks, a guy from UAB. Everybody wanted him around the country, guys. You got Gatlin Bear, 5-star. Jalen Lott, 5-star. We seen Jalen Lott making plays in fall camp day one. Day one, that 5-star freshman was making plays. Yeah, bring in Gatlin Bear. Now, I heard he was a little rusty from the grapevine. And I get it. He's been on a mission for 2 years. You expect the guy to be a little rusty. But let me tell you, this guy has 99 overall speed. Literally, in the game, college football 27, Gatlin Bear is the fastest player in college football. So I'm telling you, chat. I'm telling you. This might just go down as the best wide receiver room in Oregon football history. And if you can not only bring that to the table, but unlock some things with using Dante's legs, some read option game, that's going to confuse and just make the linebackers have to bite on that play action just a little bit more. I'm telling you, bring Dante's legs to the table. If you bring that with the offense that we have with the wide receivers and tight ends, woo, it's going to be crazy.
Game as well.
Now let's talk about Jordan Davis.
I want to ask you about that run in Iowa City.
This man,
because
Jordan
I know
Davis,
you're
is
gonna have
rolling and
something to say
rolling
about
through you.
it.
He'll roll right by you.
It's Davison.
Motherfucking gas pedal, man.
Touchdown. This run game is ruthless.
Yeah,
It's
man.
unbelievable,
Yeah,
Jason.
Hill
They're the FBS best with 20 runs of 25.
Not even mention Dijon
A lot of
Riggs.
talk
You guys
after
don't even
last
know
week and
Dijon
a win in
Riggs.
Iowa, which is a very difficult place to
Get ready,
play.
man.
Like Oregon won
This
a
run
Big
game
Ten
is going to be
football
crazy.
game.
Big
This
Ten
offense is
moment.
going to be
We
crazy.
can do this
I cannot
down
wait
in and down
for
out.
September 5th.
Now, let's see if the Oregon player was in the neutral zone, which created the movement. It was Mixon who came up to the line, but if his movement caused the offensive lineman to go, that is encroachment.
Offside. Offside. Number 54, the defense is in the neutral zone causing a reaction.
1st and 5.
When it comes to your car, we'll get it done right. Tire.
All right, messing with these ads, chat.
Lindsey.
I'm too cheap to pay for the
It's a lob
the
near
paid
side,
shit.
looking for one-on-one,
I'm not paying for
and he got
YouTube.
it there. Defensive back who's had a marvelous season for Oregon. Lindsey, same ball, near side. That's too much on
That's
the game
Brandon
plan.
Finney, man.
Right,
You seen the
that's
coverage?
step one in a
You've
game
seen
like
the
this.
coverage.
Do what you
Let's go
ripped off
back. Hold on, bro.
in the
Look at this
neutral
coverage,
zone, which
bro.
created the
Look
movement.
at
It
the
was
coverage.
Mixon
We don't
who
pause it.
came
We
up to
don't
the
pause
line,
it,
but
right?
if his
Right with
movement
Brandon Finney.
caused the offensive lineman to go, that is encroachment.
Offside. Offside. Number 54, the defense is in the neutral zone causing a reaction.
1st and 5.
Look at this. Look at the defense. Look at the defense by Brandon
Lindsey
Finney.
to throw.
Look where he's at. Look where he's at, chat. Look at this.
It's a lob
There's nowhere this ball's getting caught, bro.
near side.
Oh, wait.
Looking for one-on-one, and he got it there. Defensive.
Oh my God, he did end up catching that. I'm stupid. I'm so dumb, bro. I thought Brandon Finney disrupted that thing.
Back was out marvelous.
That was actually a good throw by Drake Lindsey, man. He's gonna be something special. By the way, Drake Lindsey is a freshman. He was a true freshman coming into Autzen Stadium for the first time, making throws like that. Now Oregon dominated. I mean, just up front, they dominated Minnesota. But I mean, Drake Lindsey, he's somebody to watch now.
This season for Oregon. Lindsey, same ball, near side. That's too much.
That's the one I was looking for. That's the same one. So they try to go back to Brandon Finney. That's crazy
Lindsey
time.
to throw.
See,
it's a lob near
he got that one. That was pretty nice.
Looking for one-on-one.
But this next one,
and
you
he got it
gonna go
there.
to Brandon
Defensive
Finney
back who's had a
again?
marvelous season
Got some balls, kid.
for Oregon. Lindsey,
See, this is more.
same ball.
Yeah, right there. See how Brandon Finney's more in coverage, more stretched out, doesn't allow anything there. This is great defensive back play right here, man. This is great defensive back play. This is the play I was looking for.
Near side. That's too much on the game plan.
I can't believe they tried to do that
Step
again.
one
That
in a
wasn't
game
happening
like this.
twice. You
Do
might get
what
lucky
you ripped
once.
all week, and he has. Taylor, little hesitation, getting to the outside. There is a marker in. He scoots out of bounds. Taylor, and that's where that hold came in. They could have gotten Tracy on Theron Johnson as well as Lindsey is split out wide. Taylor on a wildcat. It's a high snap. That gums it out, and he is decked by
Nice, man.
Purchase.
Blake Purchase, man. You don't miss him.
They got to snap it. just barely got it off. Oregon rushes 4 and gets there anyway. That's incomplete. Oh, you felt it. Did you see it?
I definitely felt it.
Okay. He had 4 sacks in one game in high school. Wyatt did, the freshman defensive lineman. You can see why.
It's for him with his leadership, knowing how to lead the guys that are on his team.
There we go.
Look at him squeal the brakes and change direction.
Better get
Davison
low
just
on
a
Davison,
hard,
man. Have to.
sharp cut.
They are absolutely rolling, and the coverage isn't getting any tighter on the outside.
Short set, Dante Moore to Justice Lowe for his 5th gravity. Minnesota doesn't play a ton of 8-man in the box. Also a shuttle pass coming this way for Dion Hill, the freshman who sheds 1 tackle.
Instagram, LinkedIn,
Dion
Facebook. Me and you could probably send him some plays and he'd take them too, as long as they were.
There it is. Let's go. Let's go.
Jagged cut.
Bro, the thing is with Davison is he's big. He's big, bro, but he's so underrated when it comes to his quickness. This man can cut on you, man. This man can accelerate as well. This is dangerous.
Noah Whittington, the tailback this time. And Whittington ends up with 4. That's Maverick Baranowski. 2nd down and 5 for Whittington and Moore and this scary Oregon offense. Pitch it out wide. That's Sadiq.
Good defense by Minnesota.
Hammered immediately.
Down here to Kenyon Sadiq.
Dante Moore's looking that way.
There we go, baby. Nice throw.
He's got a first down. It's play action. And
oh.
Moore, a little shimmy. He is sacked.
See, this is where Dante Moore's got to be better. Like, bro, he looked like he was gonna step up in the pocket and do the right thing. Because if he would have just stepped up a little bit, the defender was over pursuing, but he just stood there. He didn't step up. So this is where he can become better, right?
Another jagged cut and a first down. How many plays you seen on LinkedIn? Noah Whittington, the tailback this time. And Whittington ends up with 4. That's Maverick Baranowski. 2nd down and 5 for Whittington and Moore and this scary Oregon offense. Pitch it out wide. That's Sadiq.
Really good defense, man. Malik Benson didn't block on that
Down
play.
here to Kenyon Sadiq.
Well, right here.
Dante Moore's looking that way. There it is. Nice circle, partner.
Sorry, Pat. I went back way too far.
Down.
Okay, so right here, you see you guy in your face, right, Dante?
It's play action.
So right here, he's doing the right thing. He's the guy's over pursuit. Like, look at his hips. He's got his hips turned. All you got to do is step up and throw it away. Instead, he tries to like juke him or whatever, man. Like, it was just all bad from the start. He had Justice Lowe here too. If he bought a little bit of time, come up in this area, throw it away, give it to Lowe, something. But if you just sit there and stand there, man, it's not gonna be good. Not a good play by the offensive line too. I'm not sure what the call was or what the read is here, but the offensive line is all a mess in this play as well. So you can't really blame Dante too much, but he can do little things better where you get a guy over pursuing you, you can move in the pocket a little bit better there. Move up a little bit.
And Moore will shimmy. He is sacked. Dropped by Anthony Smith.
Great sequence of defense by Minnesota, though. I mean, you just got to give it to them. Those last couple of plays were great for them.
Dredging up all your bad memories here tonight. 2nd down, 20. It is Lowe on the catch, and he's across
Justice
the
Lowe.
40-yard line.
He's going to be special at San Diego State.
Number 76, the offense was not on the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, 25 for Oregon. Whittington, big hole. And he thought he wasn't down. He didn't try and scramble for more.
I can't help but feel like I owe everyone something.
Check the Oregonian Instagram page. What's going on the Oregonian?
Oregon has to get all the way down to the Minnesota 30. Quick hitter from Moore. It's a pitch from Perry.
Jeez,
it's on
man.
the ground.
What was that?
Menz is on top of it, and Minnesota takes over.
I did.
Okay.
Bro, what was that? So let's see here.
Quick hit.
What were we doing? I don't know if Perry is supposed to pitch it here. I really don't. If this might, because I see Lyman coming down here. It looks like we're setting up some type of screen pass. It might be like an inside screen fake. I think this might be by design, but it just did not work out.
From Moore, it's a pitch from Perry, and it's on the ground. Carter Menz.
You want me to check their Instagram page? Let me see. The Oregonian. Developed in the Blazers and Stadium. I think they agreed on something. Oh, county agrees to Moda Center funding contribution. Multnomah County Commissioners agreed in a 4-1 vote to contribute $100 million to the Blazers' proposed $600 million. Okay, nice. So the Blazers are staying here, is what it sounds like. Sounds like they got something worked out. That's what's up. Hell yeah, let's go Blazers, baby. Let's go.
Is on top of it, and Minnesota takes over.
I did.
Okay.
That's a W, chat.
Trying to. Okay, first down. Here we go. Lindsey off the hand of Taylor. Mixon was right there with him. Second down.
Drake Lindsey at the line of scrimmage making all the adjustments in the talks. We'll talk about how much is on his plate as a quarterback as this game continues to progress.
Second and 10. He'll roll to his right. He'll stop. He'll throw. Angel Boy gets decked, keeps his feet, and turns outside for 9. And they'll break the formation. It is Taylor, the tailback. Cam Davis to his right. They'll go directly to Taylor, who fakes it to Davis.
Okay,
and
guys,
it's a first down. You can see how much they missed him in that Iowa game. He went out after the first carry in that game. Lindsey wanted to load up. Egypt Boy gets drilled again, and this time Betcher takes care of him.
For real, finally looking good after a couple of years of despair. Now the season has just been filled with drama. Yeah, bro, facts. Yeah, they've been talking about moving the Blazers, but hey, man, shoot, I'm glad they were able to come up with a deal. Keep us here, man. I really don't want the Blazers to move at all. That's awesome that we're able to find, an agreement there. This new owner guy though, I'm not, I'm not the biggest fan of. Like this guy is like cheap as hell. I mean, he's built a winner with his hockey team, so I'm interested to see what he does. We splashed with John Morant. We got a nice splashy signing. I haven't seen in a long time. Every time we sign a free agent, I'm always like, who the hell is that? So it's finally glad to see the Blazers get somebody, really nice. All right, chat. Well, hey, man, without further ado, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in our special guest here, man. Let's do it, man. TJ, can you hear me? What's up, man? Yo, what's up, TJ?
What's good? Is
What's
this
good?
live? What is this? My
No,
bad.
no, you're good,
Is
bro.
this video or
Yeah,
just audio?
this is you're just gonna hear me. We are live though. You're on the stream right now. People can see you. Yeah, it's just like a Microsoft meeting. It's kind of like a Zoom link, right? So it's basically like a Zoom meeting, but I have you on my screen share on my stream, so people can see you, people
Oh,
can hear you, people can see us. We're
well, I
live
can't
right
see
now.
you.
Yeah, I know. That's the only thing. You can't see me because I'm live on my stream. I can't put them on both
Oh,
both things right now.
bet.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But when this is all wrapped up, if you want to go rewatch it or whatever, you'll see how it's set up. You'll see the whole stream and stuff
Okay,
like that.
bet.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, bro, people can see you, man. We're locked in. We're live, bro. 100%, man. Glad to have you on. Thank you for taking the time, man. I know you're a busy guy, man. Got your own podcast, Safety First
Yep,
podcast going down. So make sure you guys
yep.
tune into his podcast as well. If you want to shout out your socials and your podcast as well. So before we get
Yeah,
started.
man. Y'all tap into at Safety First Show, which is my podcast, man. We talking big ducks on there every season, and of course NFL ball, man. But it's pretty entertaining. And then my personal is at Boss War 43. And it's the same on all platforms, TikTok mainly and Instagram. And don't forget YouTube, man. YouTube at Safety First Show.
100%, man. Make sure you guys go lock in right now, man. We got
Subscribe, man.
100%.
Get the subscriptions going.
Yep. Subscribe, man. You guys know what to do, man. Oregon legend, man. TJ Ward played here at Oregon from 2005 to 2009, man. Let's kind of take it back. Let's look back a little bit, man. When did you realize like football is somewhere that you could take it somewhere special?
Man, probably since I was like 19 years old. Yeah, I
Real young.
was I was pretty good, man. Real young. I was pretty good. And my first year wasn't great. Like it was like everybody else's first year, probably just learning it and not physical at all. 9 years old, my second year, I started coming into it. and I was like, okay, I'm pretty good, if not better than most people. And then that third year was like I was just better than everybody. I was
Love it.
killing shit. So that's
Hell
when
yeah.
I really knew, I could at least, get to high school and possibly college from that point. But I always had belief because my dad, he went to San Diego State, he made the NFL, got drafted. So in the back of my head, it was always a belief that I was gonna play in the NFL.
100%, man. Yeah, and, like, looking back too, I was kinda looking at, like, recruiting and stuff like that. You weren't the highest recruiting player coming out of high school, but, you made the best out of it, man. You made the Super Bowl, you were a star here at Oregon. At that time, though, what was, like, the your recruiting process like? And then why did you choose to walk on to Oregon?
My recruiting process was more of me watching my buddies get recruited. That was my process. I was like, my process was through them because I didn't play much my junior year, and I started my senior year, but then I got hurt early. So I mean, I wish now I kind of would have stayed back in the eighth grade and did what a lot of these kids are doing now. But it was just kind of watching through other people's experiences. Mainly, I had four best friends. They all committed to Oregon. And, seeing schools come up and visit them, from the outside in, I realized what the process was like, but never really got recruited myself because, I walked on at Oregon.
Yeah.
So I just went up there with those guys and Coach Al and Coach Bellotti, was like, hey, man, we're going to give you an opportunity to walk on here if that's something you want to do. And I was like, shit, what better place to walk on than the University of Oregon?
Yeah, 100%. You mentioned you had 4 friends going there as well, so you got your buddies going along. That sounds like, you know
Exactly. It was a
yeah,
comfort zone and it wasn't, I'm from the Bay Area, so it's not too far, but it's
100%.
close enough to drive. So I wasn't too far from the fam. And it was a perfect situation, man. Perfect.
100%, man. What do you remember about your first day walking on as a walk-on? Like, what was it like for you?
Oh man, I was nervous. I was really nervous. But my boys was like, they was reassuring me that I could play. At Oregon, they were like, "Man, you're gonna be straight." Like Jackie Bates, Cam Colvin, Willie Glasper, they was just telling me, man, like it's just like high school, pretty much, and like you're gonna walk on here, but you're gonna be better than a lot of these dudes. So that was already kind of my thought going into it. I'm a confident guy in general, but I was hungry. I was hungry, so my whole point was to um, take somebody's scholarship, right? It's yeah, y'all got y'all scholarships. I did one, so either not really necessarily take the guys who I came with scholarships, but like
Yeah.
take one for the guys that were going to come in behind me. Like they're gonna have one less scholarship because I need this one.
Yeah, 100%, man. Carving out your spot, earning your respect. Is there a moment during your first year where you really like earned your respect, or like anything during your first time, your first year at Oregon, where people were like, "Wow, this we got to really watch out for this guy. It's a real one right here."
Um, It's hard to say. I was making plays early. I would probably say like maybe one of the first practices, like running with the twos or
Okay.
whatever group I was running with, doing that first thing at camp. And, I made a few plays and I definitely opened some eyes, not only from the coaches, but from older upperclassmen. So
Yeah.
walk on, especially, they don't expect much of anything from a walk on at that point. But I was making just as many plays as a scholarship guy, so I definitely made guys take notice.
I love it, man. How much harder did you have to work compared to those scholarship players? And what kind of advice can you give to walk-ons today for success?
Oh man, I don't think I had to work any harder. Like you just gotta put, other guys are gonna be putting max effort into things, so you gotta put max effort into things, and that's just,
Love it.
you can't work any less than anybody else. That's not going to be acceptable. But you got to work just as hard and put extra time in. If you want to be great, doesn't matter if you're a scholarship player or walk on. If you want to be great, you're going to do the extra work, regardless of your position. And I wanted to be great. I didn't care if I was a walk on or scholarship or what the case was.
Love it, man. Yeah. What was your mindset every day knowing like nothing was guaranteed for you? Because these scholarship players, they have it made, they got their scholarship. What was that mindset for you knowing that you had to grind for that scholarship?
Oh man, I think at that time it was a little easier because not easier, it was harder because walk-ons, right? Like we couldn't even eat with the team. If you weren't on scholarship, you couldn't get any of the um I guess you couldn't get any of the basics that the scholarship players got, meaning you couldn't have training table, you couldn't eat after practice with the team, you couldn't participate in certain things because you weren't on scholarship. So I took it personally.
Yeah,
So it was easy to come to practice every day with a chip on my shoulder. Like I can't even eat. Literally, I can't eat with y'all.
yeah,
So
facts.
it's just fucked up. So
Yeah,
that's how I
man.
really took it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
y'all,
bro.
I'm watching y'all like the little kids starving outside the window. Like you
Facts.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
y'all in there eating steaks and shrimps and baked potatoes and chicken breasts and shit. And
yeah.
I gotta go home and find something to eat. So it was literally like that.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy to put. Imagine, putting myself in your shoes, man. I could definitely not only on the football field, but literally in life. Like you're watching these guys eat. Wow, you're out here grinding, man, and look what you became because of that experience, man. It's amazing turnaround
Yeah.
in life how that works out, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Let's talk about earning your scholarship too. What do you remember about the day you finally earned that scholarship?
I think it was the end of spring, I believe. Man, it's so many years have gone since then, so forgive
Facts.
me.
It's all good.
Um, I think it was the end of spring, and I was hoping that I would get us. I was starting at the time at corner, and I'm like, how long do I got to start before I get a scholarship? So I was called in the office by Mike Bellotti at the end of spring ball, and I mean, I hadn't really got called to the office for anything else. It was either I was in trouble or, I was gonna get my scholarship. It wasn't one of like the big reveals that you see on Instagram now where they do it in front of the whole team and
Mhm.
everybody celebrates. It's more private. But it was one of the best feelings ever, like because it was like one of my ultimate goals had became I became successful and I achieved it.
Yeah,
So it just was another proof that through hard work you can do anything. You just got to set your goals and strive for them, and that was one of my goals. Obviously, one of the biggest goals I had accomplished in my life at the time. So um, it was very, 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 very like rewarding. It was,
yeah.
yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing, man. Yeah, it's an amazing story to, when I seen that, man, when I seen you were walking, I had to recheck that. I was like, wait, what? Like, are you serious, man? That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's nuts. And then you said on top of that, I heard you mention that you were a starter for actually a while before you even got your scholarship.
yeah. I was playing corner. I was starting. So
Wow.
I came in, I believe, the fall of '05. Um, yeah, because I graduated '04. No, yeah, the fall of '05. So, and that was my first, while I was playing corner.
Hmm.
And then I got in a small injury during camp because I was actually in the running to play as a true freshman. As a true freshman walk on, like I was going to get playing time. Like, I did really good in camp. And then I had a minor knee injury. So I ended up redshirting. And then I came back after the season, after that redshirt year, and I was starting throughout that spring at cornerback. So
That's what's up,
after
man.
that spring is when I got the scholarship.
Okay, yeah, man. Shoot, man, if I was starting in practice, bro, and I'm making plays, every time I get a pick or something, I'm staring coach in his eyes like this, man. I'm just staring right at him, like, you better start
Yeah.
me, man.
Nah, for real. I'm like, no, shit, because it was dope because me and my good friend Jackie Bates, who we had been playing together since we were like 9, 10 years old, and he was at one corner and I was starting at the other corner, so at that time it was spring ball. Um, yeah, so fall, spring, and then fall again. Yeah, we were starting going into that fall. And I was like, man, we were both like, man, this shit is dope. Like we starting cornerbacks at University of Oregon. We done played together in Pop Warner in high school and now in college. So it was pretty dope. And then I tore my meniscus. And that's why I ended up playing safety.
Okay, 100%, man. When you earned your scholarship, is there any like changing confidence, or were you just the same TJ Ward when once you earned that scholarship, or was there like a jump in your confidence at that time?
It was a jump in my confidence, but it was also um like I had to turn it up. Like now I'm on scholarship, I got to go up another notch. Right now, I got a scholarship. Now I'm a I got to be all conference. Like I got to ball and be freshman All American. Like I had to turn it up
Yeah.
another notch. And then, a lack of confidence came when I tore my meniscus twice. I was just like, man, I
Mhm.
tore my meniscus twice on the same knee that I had surgery on in high school. So that's when I started losing confidence, not in my ability, but just in my ability to stay healthy, right? I had a major knee injury my senior year,
Mhm.
two torn meniscuses my freshman and sophomore year. Or actually, I did them both my freshman year. I tore it once and then I kind of re-injured it that redshirt freshman year. So that's where a lack of confidence came in. Was not in my ability, but just if I could stay healthy.
100%, man. Yeah, it sounds like some up downs in your career, but the main thing that I hear in you is just staying consistent, keeping your goals in front of you. And when you finally do hit a goal, like such as hitting a scholarship, you didn't get comfortable, right? You kept feeling like you were uncomfortable and kept pushing yourself. So I love to hear that, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. You got to. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable. It
Yeah.
makes no sense, but yeah.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't, but it does at the same time. Like, you know, if you get comfortable, if you get too comfortable, man, you're not pushing yourself. You're not getting better. You're not improving. So that makes
Mhm.
total sense, man. Becoming one of Oregon's best defenders, man, of all time, man. You were a stud here at Oregon. When did you feel like you had become one of the leaders of that defense when you were playing?
Oh man, it's a good question. I probably say it was back and forth. Like I felt like I was a leader, even when I was starting. Like I felt somewhat of a leader because we had a young team, and then went through the couple of injuries and some confidence issues with that. My sophomore year, I wasn't playing much, but my junior year was like going into my junior year, was expecting to start at safety next to Pat Chung, Walter Thurman, Jay Bird. Like we was a cold secondary, and in that year for sure, you're like just getting ready throughout the summer. Anticipating my first starting season, and within the secondary, we were all the same age. Pat was grade level a year younger than a year older than us, but I think I'm older than Pat, honestly, year wise. So it's like I'm still the leader because I'm an '04 guy. Those guys all came out in '05. So I'm
Mhm.
older than those guys, but we were the same class because of my injury. I set out a year.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, those 2008, 2009 defenses were pretty damn good. What do you feel like made those defenses so successful in your mind?
Mentality. We all had a dog. We had a dog mentality. We had an underdog mentality, whether it's me, Walt, Jay Bird, Pat, being, not the 4 or 5 star guys. I think maybe Pat was a 3 star and Walt was a 3 star, being Jay Bird. Jay Bird was a 2 star. I was a no star. And a lot of those guys on that defense maybe felt undervalued, but felt we were great players. So it was a
Yeah.
mentality. We all worked hard. We pushed each other, and it was a no nonsense type of defense, type of team.
Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah, the mentality, I could see it on the field. You got the mentality in your brain, but when you can see it on that field, man, it's a whole different level. I love it, man. In your career, you had a bunch of good games that you probably played in. What was your favorite game that you played in an Oregon uniform?
Oh, my favorite game. One of them for sure was Cal in '08 when we went down there
Okay. Yep.
to Memorial Stadium. Man, it was my home first time playing in front of the home crowd where I'm from, Bay Area. So that was definitely like I had maybe two or three forced fumbles. I'm popping tops and flipping guys. And, Cal was highly ranked. We was highly ranked. We lost the game, but that was one of my best games. And I say my first game at home in Autzen versus Washington, my first start was amazing, right? I played very well in that game, had a pick. We got called back because somebody else's pass interference. But nonetheless, like that energy of that game was great. The Holiday Bowl against Oklahoma State, to end the season. That was a great game. Very physical game. Very physical
Yeah,
game.
I
We're
remember
back
that
and
one.
forth all game.
Yeah,
Back
that
and
was a
forth
great
all
game.
game. And then the Rose Bowl, man, to be playing in the Rose Bowl my senior year, the 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 pageantry of that was amazing, man. The night game and the day
Yeah,
starting the daytime, end at night
yeah,
with the haze and the red coming over the stadium when it started. The day goes to night, man. The atmosphere was great. Ohio State, like it's nothing better than the Rose Bowl, man.
yeah.
It's the Rose Bowl and you got the Super Bowl. Those are the two games, college and NFL. So
Yeah, love the Rose Bowl, man. Yeah, I definitely got the opportunity to watch that against Ohio State actually in 2024. I went to that one. That one wasn't a win there, but
yeah.
yeah, it was still good to see it though. It was still great to see. I was gonna say my favorite game from you personally, man, was your finale game against Ohio State. We didn't win that. We didn't win that one, but that was a great game by you, man. You were out there balling 100%.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I had like 10 tackles or so, and I
Yeah,
didn't even play the fourth quarter. I knocked myself out.
yeah.
I had a
Oh, no.
concussion.
Oh no, man. But yeah, you
I
you you
always say that's
yeah.
why we lost because they had a big play down to the tight end when I wasn't in the game. I was guarding him all game. He didn't catch nothing, and then he
They made
catches
that
that
play
ball.
once he
Yeah.
came out. Oh man. Come on, back up. Man, you gotta get
Right?
that. Who's the backup, man? We need to yell at him
Shit.
right now. No, I'm playing. I gotta say no names, but come on now. Hey man, but
Yeah.
speaking about your teammates though, I'm sure you had some pretty incredible teammates. Who made you better every day in practice, man?
Oh man, Ed Dixon for sure, the tight end. Jonathan Stewart, LaMichael James, Jeremiah Johnson. On the offensive side, Masoli, those guys, we had great chemistry. Like there wasn't really no offense, defense like that. Like we was just one team. Like it was just one team. We like I said, we all had the same mindset. Like we all came from similar backgrounds. Either we was from the Bay, we was from LA, and there was some guys that were scattered amongst that. But for the most part, we had a team full of Cali guys, couple Texas guys here or there, but like we all hung out together, whether it was offense or defense. And, of course, my DB brothers, Pat, Matt Harper, um, Walt, Jay Bird, who was there for a little bit. Cliff,
Yeah,
Cliff
Cliff
Harris.
Harris. Yep.
Was a young baller. He came in and he motivated me because he was such a good player at such a young age, and he was watching everything we did. So it was like important for us to set an example for him. And he was a dog, man. When he first came in as a freshman, played as a true freshman. Um, who else was there with us that was even when I came in young, like my first year, we had Haloti leading the
Yep.
defense, and just to see him in person, like this dude is amazing. Like he's 500 pounds, he's running like this, sideline to sideline, like nobody can block him. Like that was amazing to see.
Oh yeah.
Like this
100%.
dude is, we seen what he did first round and Super Bowl champ, and did what he did in the league. So
Yeah.
being able to see him firsthand, like okay, now this is what an NFL great, player is gonna look like. So it motivated me to like step my game up. But um who else we had? Garen Strong, my dog Cam Cole, Jackie. Um, all those guys made me better in practice.
Love it,
Matt
man.
Tawina did his thing when he was there. Um, Matter of fact, we got into some not beef, but it was like pecking order type shit. Like I was playing special teams, returning punts or whatever, and some of the drills I was getting the best of those guys. And I remember one time we had these we used to have the scout jerseys on, but we never strapped them up. We just kind of had them hanging from our neck, and I was just kind of getting the best of the punt team because I wasn't on punt, and I did something. And he grabbed me by the jersey and slammed me, and I'm like, my pride and just my aggressive mentality, I got up and threw the ball at his helmet. Wow,
Oh.
hit him in the side of the helmet. Then he turned around and I was like, oh shit. Yeah,
Now it's
man,
coming at
Matt's a big dude, man. He don't take no shit. But it was just like one of the moments, like, all right, young buck, chill out. But he, we always been cool, right? So it was just like, hey man, you fucking slam me. What the hell is wrong with
Yeah,
you? But after it's like, it's a pecking order, man. You earn your respect,
yeah,
make demand your respect, but at the same time, like there are levels to this shit, right? So
facts.
it was all in competitive spirit.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, football brotherhood, man. You got that competitive spirit, that dominance, that respect, 100%, man. I love it, man. So breeds greatness. Talking about Chip Kelly a little bit as well, because you played under Chip Kelly. How was it like playing under him? What do you think about like the culture he built here at Oregon as well?
Man, Chip, man, that shit turned up a notch when Chip got there. I ain't gonna lie, like the practices were so fast, like that's why we were in such good shape when the games came. Like we been running this, chasing this offense all week in practice. Like there's nothing you could do that could go faster than what Chip is doing in practice. Um, but Chip turned it up a notch. Bellotti was a great coach. And we were at a certain level with Bellotti. But when Chip got there, it kind of just went up another notch. As some of the recruiting, the offense, the players we got, the mentality. Um, it was so competitive day to day in practice. With the defense and the offense, it was like nobody wanted to get the best, and nobody wanted the other side to get the best of them. So um, it was highly competitive, right? Super competitive. So I think that just made us better, took us to another level.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, when Chip came in, it's when we started reaching those national championship games, Rose Bowl, stuff like that. So yeah, I could definitely see that. What does wearing the Oregon O still mean to you today? I know that's a big thing for you being a Duck. What does that mean to you today?
Oh man, that's just forever. Like it's a brotherhood, it's a culture. The guys that are there now, um, I think they've seen or at least been taught where this program, started off and where it's at now, and the different decades and different generations of players that have come through here. They've seen the success we've had in the league as professionals, and no, we enjoy it looking from the past, looking at what they've done in the future, as we've left school and left our imprint on the school and in the NFL. And it's a beautiful thing to see, man. It's like, you're a proud father, man, and these kids are just taking it to a whole nother level. So, we talk a lot of my teammates, we talk all the time, or, we talk sparingly, but things don't change when you see each other. It's pretty much the same thing, man. But at the end of the day, we love to see the program grow, and we always rooting for the guys that are in it. And Coach Lannon, he's doing a great job with the program, man. Like I said, it should always get better, and that's one thing you can say about Oregon, man. It's like we've had a couple of down years, but for the most part, it's always getting better, and we're always in the thick of things. Like we haven't got that natty that I'm thinking we're gonna get this year,
Yeah,
um, but we always are in the thick of it. You can say what you want, but in the last 20 years, there hasn't been. I ain't gonna say there hasn't been. There's only been a couple of programs that have been as competitive as we have been. That's Alabama, Ohio State. Um,
mhm,
there's been some teams that snuck in and got, their national championship. Georgia, Indiana got it this year. LSU, they were high for 3 years, but within all those guys getting a natty, we've been right there at the top with them. So
yep,
once we get our natty, then no one can say shit
yeah.
because there hasn't been a program like us within the last 20, 30 years.
Facts, man. Yeah, I've always been saying it, man. Since 2023, actually, Oregon has had the best record in college football at 38 wins, 5 losses. The five
Yeah, I seen
losses,
that.
yeah, man, literally has been to the runner-up of the national champ, Washington, or the national champ, Indiana, Ohio State.
Exactly.
Right. So like Oregon's been knocking on the door, and I'd always tell people like, yeah, it's frustrating as a fan, right, to see it, but at the same time, I'd rather be a fan of a team that's literally right there every time and losing to the best teams than teams that aren't even close to it, like Washington or USC or those type
Yeah.
of schools.
Yeah, for
So
sure. That's why we get the hate. It's like, okay,
yeah,
tends to say we don't have a natty. Okay, but when was your last natty?
yeah,
If you didn't have the last natty in the last 20 years,
Yeah.
and you really can't say anything, right? Because
Yeah.
it's not what you did in the past, it's what you're doing now and what you're gonna do in the future.
Yeah.
Like who gives a damn about 30, 40 years? Okay, you guys got a national championship in 1982. Who gives a damn? Like
Yeah.
1970. Okay, that's great. But you all want to be ducks. Let's keep it a buck. If you
Yeah.
could have the opportunity to be a duck, you would have been a duck.
Yeah. Yeah, man. A lot of hate comes to Oregon. I feel like a lot of it is just jealousy, So the recent success of Oregon is, with your class, coming in, Joey Harrington and stuff like that, really
Hmm.
kick-started things up. So, to see where
Yeah.
Oregon's at today, it's really amazing. Oregon's really increased and gotten better, like as you said, over the last 10, 15, 20 years, gotten better and better and better. But there's been a lot of change as well. What
Hmm.
has changed from Oregon football in your era compared to what you see today?
Oh man, probably like the stars or whatever we're able to recruit. Like 4 and 5 star
Type of
guys are
athletes?
coming in.
Yeah.
Of course, the transfer portal and all that shit has changed a lot. You got guys
Yeah.
coming in and guys leaving. Um, but
What do you think
you
about the
know,
NIL stuff, man? Like them getting
it's
paid.
shit. It's just great. I
Yeah.
love it. I
100%.
wish we would have had it, of course, but
Yeah.
I'm glad that they get that money while they're in college because they deserve it, man. We deserved it. But
Yeah.
I'm mad they had the back pay of excuse me, they had back pay of college athletes and they only went back to like 2015 or something. I was pissed.
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
dude,
Oh,
like
wow.
who decided to cut that off at 2013? Like it was something crazy, like right there. It wasn't even it may have been 2011 because I got drafted in 10.
Oh,
But it was
wow.
right before, my exit where guys got a little bit of money. But
I had no idea about that. That's crazy.
yeah, they had some back pay for some guys.
Oh,
That was
wow.
that was pretty cool.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I mean, shoot, man. Maybe you can get a lawyer on speed dial, see what you can do.
Right? We'll get a
That's not
class action going.
for
Cause
real, man.
shit, they owe us some money, man. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that's
I see what you're saying.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying, man. Taking a look back, about your career, what do you want Oregon fans to remember you, years from now? How do you want to remember your career and your legacy? I mean, you're already pretty much thought of as like a legend here, etched in.
Mhm.
But what do you really want fans to remember you by?
Oh man, I just want them to remember me by how I played. I feel like I turned the safety position up at Oregon. We had some great safeties come before me.
Yeah,
But I think my play just changed the perception of the Oregon safety.
yeah,
Me, Pat, Chung, we were there together. Fast, physical, tackling, make plays on the ball, like, and then doing what I did in the NFL. Pat did in the NFL was like
yeah.
it was a whole nother level of um, play at the safety position. Like we was knocking helmets off, taking guys out the game, covering tight ends. Um, but I just wanted to remember, but however you remember me, but fast, physical, man, fast, physical,
Yeah.
and
You still keep
that's
up
really.
with Patrick Chung?
Oh yeah, I just talked to Pat probably
Nice.
last week,
Love it.
but I always talk to my guy.
100%, man. Are you looking forward to any safeties on the current Oregon roster that you've been paying attention to, or anybody on the roster you're maybe looking forward to?
I'm interested to see what that dude that just transferred in.
Court Parrish
Um,
out of Minnesota.
yeah, out of Minnesota.
Yeah,
Interested to see what he does. Then he had a great season last year and turned up and ended up going first round. So
yeah,
I'm interested to see what he does in the league.
yeah. Thieneman
Who's
went
the
to the
other guy
Bears.
back there?
There's Aaron Flowers as well.
Flowers. Yeah,
Aaron
Flowers.
Flowers
That's the
played.
other guy I was thinking of.
Trey
He had a
McNutt.
pretty good.
It's a 5-star. Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, didn't they get like Kobe Bryant's nephew or something too?
Jet Washington's in the
Jed
safety room.
Washington.
Yep, he's another five
Yeah.
star. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
a
I'm
bunch of young
interested,
guys.
man. But gotta leave the same imprint. I don't care how many stars you have.
Yeah,
You gotta do
facts.
it. You gotta do it on the field on Saturdays, and you gotta prove
Yep.
them stars because I came in and I was a no star, and I was seeing a lot of
Yep.
5 stars, 4 stars come and go, or come in and be like, this dude's a 4 star. Like,
You're right.
nah. So
Sometimes those
Um,
recruiting guys don't get it right, man.
nah, a lot of times, or you just max
Yeah.
out in high school.
Yep. That's
And
true.
so it is what it is, but we'll see
Yeah.
what they do on Saturday. I mean, I know Flowers, he got a lot better from the beginning of last season to the end of last season. So
Mhm.
I mean, you just got to improve and keep busting your ass. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, man, I seen a video. It was like thinking it was like somebody was explaining it. It was like think of like you the best player in high school in your area, but now you're taking
Mhm,
every best player in their area and putting it on one team. How are you going to stand
mhm.
out amongst them? It's like kind of a way to think about it, man. It's kind of crazy, man. And you did that. You did that as a walk on, man. That's so insane to me. I still can't believe that, bro. Like I thought, like for some reason, I thought you were like gonna be like a 4-star, 5-star when I was looking into your stuff, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
seen that. I was like, wow, that's a crazy story, man. And to hear your story how you overcame that, kept your same mindset, like you had the confidence coming in, you had your boys with you to give you that confidence, and then you propelled it, man. You became a Super Bowl champion, killed it in the league. So just congratulations on that, man. That's big time, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I really never thought of it as like the best player from this area, that area. I just really made it a smaller competition. Like I just condensed everything
Yeah,
to like just be the where you at, be the best player where you are. Like if you think about, oh, he's the best player in Texas and Georgia and all this other shit, you might get lost in that, man. Just be the best player on your team first. Be the best player in Oregon. And
love it.
then be the best player on Saturday.
Yeah,
Just
just
condense
focus
all
on
that shit
yourself.
down.
Yeah,
Hmm.
love it, man. Yeah, it's great, man. Well, shoot, man. It's been 30 minutes, man. I don't want to hold you any longer, man. I really appreciate you taking the time. It was a great interview, man. I'll send you the link so you can kind of rewatch it if you want to see how it's really showed out. I know it's kind of weird for you because you just see the Zoom meeting right now, but yeah,
Yeah.
bro, it's been awesome. I got you on all platforms. We're on Kick, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So everybody's watching it, man. It's been great having you. So I appreciate it, man.
All right. Appreciate you. No
Yeah,
problem. Yeah, send me that link. And so I'm gonna take some cuts from it,
I
possibly.
got you. Okay, yeah, 100%, man. And shout out your social medias one more time.
Yeah, at Safety First Show and at Boss Award 43.
Perfect, perfect, bro. Well, I appreciate it, man. Everybody go hit the follow and go Ducks, man. Appreciate you,
Go Ducks,
TJ.
baby.
Yeah, 100%. Go Ducks, man. Appreciate you, TJ. Have a great day,
No
man.
doubt.
Peace. All right, man. Well, that was awesome, man. TJ Ward, legendary TJ Ward, keeps things, I will say, 100% authentic. Love personalities like that. You know, no glitz and glamour, man. Just straight himself, man. You're always going to get the same TJ Ward when you meet him, man. So awesome for me to meet somebody who I watched growing up as a young kid, man. That's honestly amazing for him to take the time to do that. And we're not done yet, boys. We are not done yet because we have Dion Jordan. He was a defensive end from 2008 to 2012. Let me go see if he's ready here. Just give me one sec, chat. I'm not sure if he is or not, but let's see. Let me give him a call, chat. See if he's all good to come on. If he don't answer, it's all right, chat. We'll text him and we'll be on standby for him. So his phone might be off right now, but I'll tell Dion. Say, sup, Dion. Join whenever you can, man. All right, so Dion doesn't appear to be ready quite yet. Doesn't appear to be ready quite yet. So what we're doing here, chat, we're gonna maneuver. We're gonna switch to our 2025 rewatch series. We're gonna continue on with Minnesota. The minute I get a text or a notification that he's joining, I'll let you guys know. We're supposed to have Dion Jordan on. He might just be running a little bit late. He is a coach, okay? So give him some time. He might just be running a little bit late here, but boys. All right, man. Let's get right back to it, man. Let's get this game back on. Bam.
Betcher playing center field as he's prone to do. The Astros draft pick in 2024. Boy tripped up.
Oh yeah, before we get this started too, I forgot to tell y'all, man, we have merch dropping August 15th, boys. August 15th. Mark the calendar, man. We got some heat dropping. Here it is. All right, chat. You guys know what to do, man. August 15th. You guys seen it. All right, let's get right back into it.
Certainly allowed.
Gears in motion. Third down. Snap it over the middle.
See, this is the
Lindsey
thing,
got it
bro.
to Gears.
Lindsey is low-key nice, bro. Like, I can't lie. Like, look at this, like, throw he just made.
His right, they'll go directly to Taylor, who fakes it to
Like,
Davis.
Lindsey
And
is
it's a
low-key
first
impressing
down.
me, bro.
You could see how much they missed him in that Iowa game. He went out after the first carry.
Look at he looks that way. Doesn't see it's something that he likes. He continues to look downfield, stay patient.
Lindsey wanted to
Steps up in the
load
pocket.
up.
Delivers the pass. I like
and this time Betcher takes care of him.
Too.
Betcher playing center field as he's prone to do. The Astros draft pick in 2024. Ejeboy tripped up.
De Niro is certainly allowed.
Gears in motion. Third down. Snap it over the middle. Lindsey got it to Gears. Oh, man. Gears had his axles all tied up with ducks.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
and that's a good catch, too.
goodness.
That's also a good
The
catch.
fact that he caught that away from his body in between of basically 4 ducks.
That was a good play by Minnesota.
Unbelievable.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Pass is incomplete. The receiver did not maintain possession of the ball.
Yeah, he didn't catch it all the way, though.
From the left hash mark, snap was a little bit high. Denneberg on the way, and it is good. Turned into the turnover.
Wow. He's pulling them all out tonight, huh?
Can't save him.
Pause that.
We're going to bring in another freshman, Dion Hill Jr., to be the tailback. It's Dante Moore flowing to the right, throwing across his body, and he is right on target to McClellan. Dante Moore, who loves to roll the pocket in order to throw the football. He did right there. Run it again with Davison, and you just see
Before they ever get started.
now you got a triangle set with Grace and Davison and Hill. Spin it out wide. It's Hill on the gas pedal, turning the corner out of bounds for another Oregon first down. Give him 12. First down stands in to go for territory once again. Whittington straight ahead, pinballing around, keeping his
Pinball.
feet.
Pinball,
Dragging
run those feet,
tacklers
baby.
for the
Run
first
those
down.
feet,
and
baby.
then some. Oh, Whittington
Let's go.
got away.
He got
You
away.
can't
He
cage
almost
him.
fumbled.
Touchdown.
Oh, did he just fumble?
No
Okay.
Whittington. Down the middle. Boom.
Damn. Keep those
Boom.
feet running, bruh.
Getting through.
Keep
He
those
said
feet
my
running,
son
bruh.
wants
Right now.
a touchdown.
Running them feet.
I'm
Get off
getting
me.
a touchdown.
And then it looked like he
Unbelievable
fumbled.
run.
Let's go. Shoot
And
that,
it,
man.
oh no. The ball
He
came
recovered.
out. Oh,
Or did he?
did he
Oh,
get back
Did he?
control of that?
Oh, my.
The touchdown is upheld.
All right.
That's a touchdown.
That was crazy.
Barely. And most
was
bizarre
crazy.
runs you will ever see.
I have to see that again.
You ever see a kid when they're about to get in trouble because he knows they did something wrong?
Yeah.
His eyes were so big when he saw that ball flying.
Pedal turning the corner out of
I
bounds
have to see that
for
again.
another Oregon first down. Give him
This is
12.
crazy, bro. What?
First down stands in to go for territory once again. Whittington
Look, run
straight
them feet.
ahead.
There's
Pinball
1,
around,
2,
keeping his
3,
feet.
4,
Dragging
5,
tacklers
6, 7.
for the first down
Come
and then
on.
some.
Squad 6, 7,
Whittington
can't
got
get him
away.
down.
You can't cage him.
Touchdown. 6, 7 coaches. Not get Noah Whittington down.
Noah Whittington down the
And he
middle.
almost fucking
Boom,
fumbled.
boom, boom. Getting through. He said my
those
son
Run
wants
those
a touchdown. I'm getting a touchdown.
Let's go.
Unbelievable run.
What a run, man.
And it, oh no. The ball
He
came
recovered.
out. Oh,
Or did he?
did he get back
Did he?
control of that?
Oh,
Nah,
my.
he held on
The
to it.
touchdown is upheld.
Uphill.
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
Barely.
Let's go.
And most bizarre
was
runs
crazy.
you will ever see.
You ever see a kid when they're about to get in trouble because they know they did something wrong?
Yeah.
His eyes were so big when he saw that ball fly in the air. And luckily for him in Oregon, he got it back under control.
Ejeboy, the tailback. Drake Lindsey on a first down throw. He'll screen it out. It's Taylor. Nice blocking, and Taylor ends up with 6 yards. Penalty comes in before the snap.
I used to say, if I hear AI one more
Boyer was going to try and roam free, but this is coming back.
It's going to be a false start on Dylan Ray, the
False start.
offensive lineman.
73 in the offense.
Just moved him a little bit. A lot of
Was he okay with that? Second down. On the roll, Lindsey got it to the tight end. It's Gears, and he stood up by Betcher. 3rd and 7. And Minnesota has lived in 3rd and long in their losses this year. It's a deep shot, and it's up for grabs, and it is incomplete.
See how Lindsey puts it on the money, though?
I can't believe it.
31 of the defense.
Can't believe that was a flag. That's crazy. Horrible call. But Lindsey
definitely
put the ball on the
I
money.
totally
I
agree
like
with
the
you. It is first down for Minnesota.
The whole team sucks. Their quarterback's actually pretty damn good.
Brockington in motion. They will hand it off on the jet sweep and get maybe 5.
He is showing off the qualities that made him a 2-time state champion in high school.
Betcher's coming here from the near side. They blocked him. The throw to the near side to Brockington, and another marker comes in.
Pass interference before the defense.
Calls all year against them. They've had 2 on the drive. It's in now 10 total games. They'll spin it out wide for Smith.
We'll just dominate him.
Lindsey, another deep ball with some loft, and this is incomplete. Like that is something they intend to get. Finney was a wide receiver in high school along with a cornerback. 3rd down for Minnesota. Into the middle of the field. That's a first down and then some for Taylor.
Now here in the red zone, I'd like to see them take some shots into the end zone.
Motion Parrish again. It's an option pitch to him. And the safety turned wide receiver.
You know what's funny is Ford Parrish played for Minnesota.
There is Gears in motion off his near catch on the last drive. Lindsey going end zone. That's too much for the freshman Smith. Brockington, Bibber, and Smith up top. They'll motion Ejeboy into the backfield.
Another one-on-one matchup down at the bottom, but
they'll look away from Tracy. Instead go to Smith, who breaks to the outside for a first down. They'll go too tight this time. They'll motion Brockington. Fake it from Lindsey. He'll throw to the right, and that is the tight end Bibber. Bierman in motion. Fake it to Taylor. That took a while. Uliungalale was on it. 3rd and goal.
You're going to the Ducks versus Nebraska
Lindsey
game. Yeah, I'll be there.
Bails,
yeah, I'll be at the Nebraska game.
Throws incomplete.
The only game I'm not going to.
Finney on the coverage of Tracy again.
At home,
Oregon
at least,
holds the line.
I'm not going to the Northwestern game
for a field goal.
That's the only game I'm not going to.
And it's good. Trying to win the dance contest against Mike.
Yeah, no winning to Brooklyn. I was sitting by a bunch of fans. Oh, man.
21-6, Oregon with the lead, and it'll be a touchdown.
Gopher fans this game. Oh,
first down.
Minnesota Gophers has fans, bro.
Dante Moore rolling to his right. He's got Whittington. He'll check it down that way. Second down, 2 for Oregon. 2-minute offense for Dante.
It's going to be a good one, especially after what Dylan Raiola said. I hope he's able to get some playing.
He's wrapped up by Nestor.
Y'all see what Dylan Raiola said? Said there's no cornfields out here. We got more talent.
And running and looking up.
Straight up talking shit.
And he's got it for Sadiq, who crashes down.
That's my type of player.
Go for territory.
You like the Rage mate, brother.
Yeah, and they run a nice hammer concept. Watch his eyes as he moves down the field. Scans from left to right. Gives Kenyon Sadiq
I'll be on the road. We're
they move it down the field. This is very important for them to get points here because they don't get it this year coming out of halftime.
Ohio State and USC.
Light box here for Minnesota.
I was thinking about going to Oklahoma State, but let me tell you, man, it's expensive to be traveling around here.
Again, it's Johnson,
I couldn't afford all that. Maybe if I get more subscriptions from y'all, if I get more views and shit, I can start making more money. Keep getting your friends subscribe, y'all, so I can fucking hit the road, man.
He's got it for Sadiq.
Hey, make sure y'all buy merch August 15th, too.
It's a touchdown.
No way.
Into this play, watch, they run the slant just like we said that they would, getting the football to Sadiq. Boom. Elbow doesn't go down, knees don't go down. He's an absolute animal. So the question you have to ask is if the helmet was down, and does that count?
After reviewing the play, the rolling of the runner down at the 3-yard line is upheld. Oregon is charged with timeout.
I think I remember
and may not challenge for the remainder of the game.
He's got one-on-one with Maverick Baranowski.
Moore looking that direction.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it there. It's Sadiq. He's in this time.
Vegas Sadiq.
Who they wanted to throw that to, and Sadiq didn't get it.
Hold on.
Sadiq in the slot to the bottom. He's down there. That's where Moore is looking. That direction.
Of the game.
He's got one-on-one with Maverick.
Let's see this again, man.
Moore looking that direction. He's got it there.
Touchdown.
Sadiq.
Touchdown.
He's in this time.
Sadiq.
who they wanted to throw that to, and Sadiq didn't get his touchdown because the rare occasion where you could say his helmet was down.
That's good. He said, oh, you guys want to call me down 3? Let me get it up top.
Quietly blowing you out, right? There's a turnover, and then suddenly they pick up a couple more points. Now it's a 22-point game. Back to the motion as well, and you see why the NFL longs for tight ends like they had in Terrence Ferguson, who's now with the Rams, as that's incomplete. There's one of the tight ends for Minnesota in motion gears, and we get a whistle before the snap. It's Minnesota's final timeout of the first half.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name.
Second down. They'll just give it to Taylor, and he gets to the outside, and he's going to be short of the line to gain. He's also out of bounds.
To be on the field. They're motioning the tight end back. Try to get leverage in the blocking. There it is.
And they're going to hand it straight forward to Gears, the tight end from the center. Beers, that's Beers to Gears. And let's see. Oregon was running off like they got the stop. That's a first down, and they're going to spike it now. So Beers to Gears gets the job done. Lindsey, a double Tuioti, and he's just going to throw it at the feet. But again, you got bigger problems. Lindsey is going to try and throw it, and that gets batted down by Tuioti.
Tuioti, man.
It's going to be
Can't wait to see
game.
this D line. Can't wait. Oregon has the best defensive line in the damn country. If you don't think so, argue with a damn wall, son.
And with 7 seconds, Benson
Best D
turns
line in the
left.
country.
Malik Benson trying to get to the outside, and he will be out of bounds with 1 second remaining on the clock.
Oregon, the best D line.
Daring.
Yes, sir. Best believe.
It's Whittington. He breaks one tackle, and then Baranowski tackles him.
Let him throw it across the middle and come out of here at least feeling somewhat better about yourselves in the second half.
Especially with the difficulties.
How you doing, brother?
Parrott on the return will make it
on
to the 19.
Fine Thursday afternoon.
They're going to have to start to trust their QB to
hey,
make
yo,
reads
you already
in the
know
middle of
we're
the
going to
field.
win this year. Yes,
Tackle
sir.
on defense.
I got us
Lindsey
going
right
12-0, man.
Brockington
I don't
for
even
the
have to
first
put up my
time.
video yet. I'm letting y'all know on the stream.
To try to
I'm
attempt
going
some of these
undefeated, man. I got the full belief in this Steelers team, man, no doubt. We ain't never been more talented, more deeper at each position than this, man. It's time to win this natty, bro.
Go down the middle.
It's time to win this natty. It's been years coming. We've been knocking on the door, bro. It's our time, bro. If it ain't our time, bro, I don't know when's our time, bro.
Is hungry, and he swallows up Taylor. It's third down.
We got that dude coming back. We got this dude coming back. We got him coming back. Him, and him.
This is
all coming
Lindsey
back to
dealing
win a
with
natty.
It's another screen. He got it away for Taylor, who picks up the first down.
And they love these stack formations.
That's right.
here
Trophies in the chat.
to give their
Trophies in the chat.
releases.
That's right,
They
man.
run the third most bunch in the FBS. This is a run for Taylor again, and he'll break it to the outside. Darius Taylor gets absolutely clobbered at the end of that run.
Hard hit.
We are on a roll.
We got 26 minutes left. Pressure coming from the secondary. Screen it out wide for Loya, and Logan Loya is trampled a lot louder.
They're bringing pressure, putting it on the young guy to decipher the defense.
Here's in motion. Oregon brings the heat. It's a handoff.
Oh, man,
and
what
it's
are we
Taylor
doing?
for a first down. Little hesitation, and he is down to the 15-yard line.
I remember that Taylor last year was
Saved
really
a
good.
touchdown.
The running back last year,
The
Taylor.
senior corner.
I ain't gonna lie, Chet. The left side of my neck into my trap.
Lindsey for Taylor
Killing me, bro.
on the screen. He'll have to try the outside, and that's hemmed in.
Been hurt. Now he's back out here. He's getting almost every touch.
Play action. They'll throw it up top. It's Brockington having to dodge everybody in green.
It's because
They are in trouble, bro. We got Evan Stewart, bro.
Motion
We
from
got
Brockington.
Corian Moore. We got a
Lindsey
five-star
over the
Jalen
middle.
Lott.
What a catch by Tracy for a Minnesota touchdown.
Trayshawn
Look,
Hooks,
Lindsey's
bro.
eyes come right to him, and then it's, ooh, look, my one hand.
Oh, what's
A
his
little
name?
behind him, but
I
that's
don't know
what
his
they
first
call
name. I know his last name,
HBO.
Hooks. I think it's
Help a
Trayshawn
brother
Hooks,
out.
if I'm right.
You know why he knows to help his quarterback out like that?
Team and the way they responded.
Everybody wanted him out of UAB. He's small. He's small. He's like Tez Johnson.
Said to us,
My son.
And never take your foot off the gas pedal.
Jamari Johnson at tight end, bro.
It's the freshman.
De'Aaron Hill, Jordan Davidson at running back. Dante Moore at quarterback. The only thing I really got questions about is the O-line. That's about it.
Same play though, as we say that.
The guys that are going to be playing, they've been developing for 2-3 years now.
If it works.
So,
boy, because
you ain't
they
ready
haven't
after
had a chance to
2-3
go to
years
the
developing.
sideline and correct it.
Buddy, I
So
don't
we
know
can
what you
continue
want.
to get 8-9 yard gains
You
off
better
it.
see a good O-line.
You
You better see a
Were you that
good
guy in
O-line. You know, Dante Moore or Dan Lanning.
They're the ones talking.
He came out talking about they might run 6 to 8 offensive linemen. And to me, I ain't gonna lie, that kind of worries me, man, because it's like,
spin away from
bro,
him. It's
you need a
Dante
solid
Moore
spot.
launching
You can't
down
be
the field
doing this.
into traffic, and Benson hauls it in.
How did he get that?
Mercy, what a catch!
I thought it was going to be a pick.
Officials timeout.
That was crazy.
From injury.
Gooseby
But I
and
mean,
Parrish
yeah, man.
both down.
I'm excited, man. Wow, we need to see. Is that Parrish? Parrish got hurt on that? That's funny. Corey Parrish got hurt.
When you have multiple injuries like that, Coy Parrish is back in the game. He wasn't the injury that stopped
He's a
the
duck
flow.
now.
So Parrish is back for this play. Nestor is not. Gooseby went off as well. More on a play.
We're back stronger. This year is our year. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, bro.
Already.
Dressing
My boy in the
front,
chat
but
cooking.
hitting the same hole.
See this chat? Poppy Chevy, he's cooking.
How he approaches
He's
all
cooking
of these
right now.
situations in football. This is easy compared to the life that he grew up living.
Moore will
Let's
listen
go.
up for Johnson, who got a paw on it, but could not catch it. It's 3rd and 13.
Same formation and very similar play to where the one they scored the touchdown on with the corner route from the tight end, and he's just 2 yards too far for Jamari Johnson to be able to reel that one in just off his fingertips.
Now we got to go help people customize and save hundreds with Liberty Music.
Liberty Bibberty.
That kind of pass right on the hands from Dante Moore this year. He threw a post pass that was just lethal in the Oklahoma State game early in the year. Oregon's been great on 3rd down. So is Minnesota while we're at it. 7 for 12. This 3rd and 13. Moore lets it rip down the middle. Some contact. Sadiq tried to pluck it off the ground. And Sadiq does have it. That's a 1st down. It's a gain of 14.
Holy smokes, guys. I want you to watch 2 things. You're going to watch Anthony Smith off the edge. Watch how he annihilates Dante Moore on this throw. Dante Moore, fearless. Boom, gets his block knocked off. Throws this down low and away for Kenyon Sadiq to go and make the play. And you want to talk about being a flexible, pliable athlete?
Yeah.
This guy must be doing yoga.
And they are tonight again.
Guard 11. What's up, man?
Now you're seeing Dante Moore at the line of scrimmage, changing and altering the plays because of what he's seeing from the secondary.
Hell yeah, bro. Get him on the team, man. Get a scholarship.
Set up 2nd down. But again, he's not touched until 3 yards.
Man, chat.
After getting the ball.
I ain't gonna hold you, chat. You see it right here, bro. I'm waiting for Dion Jordan to join the meeting. He said he was confirmed with me he was coming on yesterday, because I was checking in like a day before. I ain't heard nothing from this man. So I think Dion Jordan, like some of my ex-girlfriends or ex little things that I used to mess with back in the day, right? I think he stood me up, man. You know, whenever you link with a female and you're like, hey, you trying to hang out? Let's go here. I'll meet you here or whatever. I'll pick you up at this time. So, you ever been stood up before? Dion Jordan, bro. Oh, okay. He's joining in right now, actually. That's how I would say something. Well, he actually said that a few minutes ago. So let me check in on him. So he stood me up, man. No. I think he's coming in. All right, man. Let's see. Jordan. All right, man. We'll wait for him to join in, man. We should be getting 2008 to 2012 Oregon legend Dion Jordan coming in here soon. I just got a text from him saying jumping in now, but that was 10 minutes ago. So I asked him. I was like, "Let me know if you have any issues, man. I'm trying to get you on here, boy. We trying to get you on here, my boy."
And part of that is, of course, the offensive line, right? We've been praising them all night long, but it's also the quarterback getting you into the correct runs at the right time. And Dante Moore has truly mastered that part of the game, knowing that it's not just about how you operate the passing game, but the running game is equally as important.
Moore coming this way to the end zone.
Did you catch it?
McClellan's got it. Touchdown.
Oh, I need to refresh.
Back shoulder throw.
But again, he's not until 3 yards.
Play that back.
After getting the ball.
And part of that is, of course, the offensive line, right? We've been praising them all night long, but it's also the quarterback getting you into the correct runs at the right time. And Dante Moore has truly mastered that part of the game, knowing that it's not just about how you operate the passing game, but the running game is equally as important.
Moore coming this way to the end zone. McClellan's got it. Touchdown.
Back shoulder throw. Ball's in his hands. Oh, is that foot inbounds?
I don't think so.
We're going to see.
I hate to say it, I don't think so.
Let's see if we get an angle
Is
here.
it though?
Oh, that is out of bounds, guys. That should be.
I think it's out.
The receiver, with possession of the pass, had his left toe inbound. Touchdown is upon.
David!
Wow.
Oh, what's wrong?
I'm reading lips, and the gentleman coming this way to the end zone. McClellan's got it. Touchdown.
Back
That's
shoulder
crazy.
throw.
Top 10 Sports Center. Somebody call
Ball's in
Sports
his
Center in here
hands.
right now. Somebody get a Sports Center top 10 point.
Oh, is that foot inbounds?
I don't know, bro. I thought that was out of bounds.
Let's see if we get an angle here. Oh, that is out of
That
bounds.
toe drag
guys.
is
That
elite.
should be.
I think so.
That toe
The
drag is
receiver,
elite.
with possession of the pass, had his left toe inbound. Touchdown is upon.
That toe drag
Wow.
by Jeremiah McClellan.
I'm reading lips,
elite,
and
man.
the gentleman in the Minnesota sweater just said a word that. But Oregon
We got that
responds to the
toe drag,
Minnesota
overall
touchdown with a
99.
touchdown of their own,
His toe
and it's a
drag on overall
22-point game
99.
again.
Jay back.
We remind you to start your Saturday strong. PCA split out wide, like that's good theater. We're the idea people. Lindsey drops it off and an immediate hit, and that's incomplete. Mixon dislodged it from Gears. Yeah, this is incomplete. Uyunglele is going to go into the end zone.
Under center.
Let's see down the stretch.
Snap.
Michigan has a big one at noon. It is Taylor on the run, and Darius Taylor ends up at the 32.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready?
Ain't nobody care, man. So yeah, I mean, chat, I don't know, man. Like you said, he was joining 10 minutes ago, or probably 15 minutes now. See, let me try to call, bro. Let's try to call, bro. See if he picks up here. Calling Dion right now. See if he answers for us. He said he was coming in about like 15 minutes ago. So now he's not answering. So I honestly don't know at this point, chat. It reminds me of those days where you try to link with a chick and I don't know. I'm just gonna wait. I'm a patient person. You know, we can always reschedule with Dion if we have to, you know. I wish he would be a little more straight up with me, to be honest with you, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's continue on here. Let's get it.
Oregon's had difficulty getting off the field on 4th down this year. 4th and 1. Taylor with one to snap it. They get it off, and he will keep it and run straight ahead and just absolutely powerhouse his way for a first down. That was all 1-2.
Yes, all 1-2, as you mentioned, Jason. He even canned the play, which means he changed it from the original play to get to this downhill run where he's in the hole one-on-one with Peyton Woodyard and saying, mano e mano.
Peyton Woodyard,
he's
another good safety,
he gets it
man.
done.
He was a
really
five-star
smart
as well.
play call there. No need to play around with it. Put it in the hands of your best player and stay on the field.
He's got 14 touches tonight, by far the most for Minnesota. A team that's already bowl eligible, 6-3.
Snap to Lindsey.
Lindsey, pressure coming from Johnson, and he whistles it wide. Discretion, the better part of valor here. Second down, barring a marker coming in, and they're going to drop it. It is intentional grounding. Lindsey was in the pocket.
Number 5 of the offense.
Yeah, I wondered if they were gonna.
Down at the spot.
And there it was.
All right, let's get it.
You know what makes this?
Hey, boys, guess what? Guess who I have, boys? Guess who I have coming in, man? I think we have the one and the only, man. Let me get everything ready here real quick. Let me get everything ready so we can bring him in here real quick. Give me 1 sec. Hold on. Oh, hold on. He's calling in. Yo, what up? Dion, how you doing, bro?
What's going on, man?
Yo, what up, man? I sent you the link. Are you having some trouble getting into that link? Do I need to resend it? Maybe?
It just says it said that I was waiting for somebody to accept me in.
Yes, yeah. Perfect. Okay. Got you. So yeah, try rejoin because I'm not seeing you in here. Once because I heard you come in, I heard it in my headphones. You come in for a second, and then I didn't see you come in. So maybe it's because you're on the phone with me. Try again here. Just like exit out, go back in. I'll bring you in, and then you won't be able to see me, but you'll be able to hear me on the stream, and we'll get you on here. People will be able to see you too.
Okay, yeah, I'm doing 2 things at once right now, so I might not be able to pull up the face thing. So
Okay. No, you're all good, bro. Yeah. If you can't do the face thing right now, that's totally fine. You know, if you just want if you don't want to do that, that's totally fine.
Okay, I'm about to join on.
Okay, sounds good, bro. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we had Dion there. Let's see if we can get him in here. All right. Yo, what up, Dion?
I'm in here. What's happening?
Yes. What's going on, man? So you said you can't do your FaceTime right now because you're doing something else right now?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm head coaching it.
Yeah, that's all good, bro. That's all good, man. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, let me go ahead and get everything going here. So yeah, man, we got Dion Jordan on the Duck Zone 503 stream here, boys. Let's go, man. Appreciate you for joining on, man. Taking the time to come on here, bro. So yeah, Dion can't use the FaceTime right now, guys, chats, because he is coaching right now. So you guys will be able to hear him though. So yeah.
I'm handling coach business. I ain't coaching now, but I'm handling business. Yeah.
Yep,
for sure.
100%, man. Yeah, it's all good. No problem, man. Speaking about coaching, man, how's that transition been for you? How's life been taking you on that journey of coaching for you?
Oh, it's been a blessing, man. It's something that I'm hugely grateful for. It's my first rodeo though, so it's like it happens fast. Things happen fast. We're about 2 weeks away from kicking off our camp. So things just started, just starting to pick up, and I'm excited for this first go at it and ready to see what we can do to help develop these young men.
Yeah, 100%, man. Let Duck fans know where you're coaching, man, where they can follow you as well before we start this up.
Yes, sir. Please follow us. We're out in Illinois. So I'm at Eureka College here in Central Illinois. It's a Division III program, a smaller program, but we got a football team. And I'm here to help develop this, and like I said, make these guys into something that they want to be, and that we believe they can be as well. So we really appreciate the support, for sure.
Yeah, 100% Duck fans. You guys know what to do, man. Go hit the follow button if you guys want to support Dion Jordan on his coaching career, man. Dion Jordan, the coach, man. Who would have thought, man? Let's go. Let's go, man.
Man, I would have never thought either, but like I said, man, I appreciated that I was offered the opportunity, from a guy that I played football with that I looked at as a mentor. He was one of my older, call him my OGs that I played with in the NFL. And, I'm just here trying to do the same thing for younger coaches um, and these kids, like I said, that enjoy and do the same thing we do.
100%, man. 100%. Love it, man. You had an amazing career here at Oregon, man. You're an absolute legend here as a Duck. When people hear Dion Jordan, they immediately think of Oregon football. What does Oregon still mean to you today?
It means everything, man. That's where I grew up, really, and my love of the game of football, just grew bigger and bigger as my years there, went, and having teammates that I was able to enjoy that ride with, it means everything, dog. And even just watching these boys now, how they continue the success, makes you proud, man. So, yeah, man, once a Duck, always a Duck. It's a big time, definitely a big time of appreciation for that.
100%, man. Let's bring it back a little bit. Let's talk about your recruiting process out of high school. Let's go back to high school here. What was your recruiting like for you coming out of Arizona?
It was wild, man. I did well for myself in high school. So I had a lot of people looking at me. Unfortunately, going into my senior year, um, I had an incident. Ended up burning 60% of my body throughout like the first half of my senior year of high school, and I had to miss the rest of that year, and lost out on a lot of scholarship offers and
Wait,
things
hold
like
on,
that. A
man.
lot of
Hold on. You said you burned 60% of your body? What happened, man?
Yeah, brother. My
Oh,
senior year of
wow.
high school. I think a lot, yeah, people got it out. It's out there, man. But it was an unfortunate event that kind of slowed that part of my recruiting down in my life, but the story is well, right? Because
Wow.
I lost a lot of people that was reaching out, a lot of schools, but I didn't lose Oregon, man. The people that was recruiting me at the time
Yeah.
was some wonderful people. Coach Flugrad, he recruited me as a wide receiver to come in, and throughout that, that time where I was sitting down and I couldn't, participate, he was
Yeah.
always reaching out, right? So I had that opportunity to build that relationship with them people, and it's crazy, brother. Like when I went out on my official visit, like to Oregon, I had went during break. I can't remember which break it was, so nobody was on campus. But I knew deep down inside that I was going to be a Duck, and I couldn't wait for that time, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. You were getting, schools recruiting you and stuff like that before the injury. What schools were recruiting you the hardest? I know Oregon was obviously always right there. Was there any other schools that you might have were thinking of going or anything like that?
I probably would have ended up staying home, dog. Both of the Arizona schools was on me tough. Being a hometown kid, so I probably would end up staying home. Definitely glad I didn't. Definitely glad I didn't.
100%.
But if anything, I probably would have stayed close to the family, man.
Love it, man. 100%. What ultimately made Oregon feel like the right place for you?
I think just that, what I was going through and how somebody had my back.
Yep.
They knew I could do it, and I think I just had to prove it. Even though I mean, you know how it is, bro. Just because they give you that opportunity, don't mean anything. And
Yeah.
the fact that they did give it, I was willing to prove it, dog. And
Yeah.
it was what it was. I'm happy that I made the decision for
Yeah.
sure.
100%, man. Yeah, they believed in you even through, the tough times and man, we got ourselves an Oregon legend now. Let's go.
Get it.
100%.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I love it, man. Did you know much about Oregon when they started recruiting you? Like how much did you really know about the Ducks before they even started, talking to you?
I knew a little bit, right? So, like when Coach started to recruit me, it was a Pac-10 at the time, and they play those Arizona schools. So, like when I started to get recruited, I paid more attention to the Ducks, right?
Mhm.
I remember them against Michigan. It was big time, that big time
Yep.
game.
Yep.
Um, Yeah, I mean, it was like I started to pay more attention to college football. I think that's what that was.
Okay.
And Oregon recruiting me, just broadened and made it even bigger. You feel
Mhm.
me? So
Were you not like
absolutely.
a big like college football fan? You just played like you were really good at the sport, but because I know some athletes they don't even watch football, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty crazy.
I got into college football became like a real thing to me watching USC versus Texas, that Rose
Okay.
Bowl game
Yeah.
when I was in high school, right? So that's probably like my junior year, sophomore, you know what I mean, going
Yeah.
in. So as
Okay.
I continued, Oregon just opened it all up,
Love
you
it,
know.
man. 100%,
Civility.
man. That's awesome, man. 100%, man. Was there one coach or like one conversation that really convinced you to become a Duck?
Man, one thing, one person, one conversation. Nah, man. Like I
Mhm.
said, I think it was that one that I built that whole time when I was going through what I went through.
Yeah.
And like when I got there, all of them coaches, them dudes was there for like years, dog. We had coaches that was on the staff for like 15,
Yeah.
10 plus years. So
Yeah.
it's like you
Aliotti.
kind of yeah, dog. So it's like you kind of went in there and was like automatically these people was gonna help you. They was gonna figure out what they can do. I
Yep.
mean, I don't think it was just one thing.
Okay. 100%, man. Yeah, that makes sense. And then how difficult, was it to leave home? Because I know you were maybe contemplating
Yeah.
going to Arizona or Arizona State to homeschool. Was that a difficult thing for you, or did you adapt pretty quickly in Eugene?
It was hard, man. For a little bit, it was hard. Look, it was like a whole new culture, right? It's hot as heck in Arizona. It never rains. I'm out there in Eugene. Now it's raining all the time. And I wasn't just like a drive away. They actually had to take a flight, or it was gonna take some time for them to get to me. So it was a little tough, man. I ain't gonna friend probably the first half of my freshman year, but yeah, dog. I think the coolest part about that was I wasn't by myself. I had teammates, dude. Like, I
Mhm.
mean? I really had some cool dudes that I came in with in my class. I had some cool dudes I came in with my class. So,
Yeah.
we made the most out of it, bro. We made the most.
100%. Yeah, making a brotherhood, man. I love it, man. Let's talk about, your some of your early years at Oregon. What do you remember most about like your first year coming onto campus?
Man, let me think, man.
It's all good.
Probably just ball. If I can say anything, ball in school. How much homework you actually had to do,
Yeah.
in college. So
Yep.
probably just ball in school. So
Yep.
I didn't play. I redshirted my freshman year. So I watched a lot. Dog. I had watched a lot. So I don't know. Just watching them dudes, the older dudes work. Probably I say, and realizing what college football was.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, go coming up into college, growing that brotherhood. It sounds like too. Adapting to
Yeah.
a lot of your brothers around. Man, is there any like certain like spots you love to eat or anything like that around the Eugene area?
Right, we was at Doco all the time.
Doco,
Whatever
100%.
whatever
Yeah.
the place is next to Barnhart, I can't remember right now, but they used to
Okay.
feed us well. The
Nice.
place next to Barnhart.
hmm
Uh,
Were you ever a
yeah,
fan
man.
of Tracktown Pizza? You ever go to that
Track
place?
town,
Yep,
track
yep,
town, of course.
100%. Yep, shout out Tracktown, man. Which coaches had the biggest impact on your development, do you feel, at Oregon?
Man, the two I say three. I mean, all of them really, but the three like that was hands on with me. The first one, I say I give it to Coach Osborne, Tom Osborne. So I came in to play wide receiver in college, and I ended up my freshman year in the defensive, excuse me, in the tight end room. And Coach Osborne was a special teams coach as well. And I remember that tight end room, dude. Ed Dixon,
Yep.
David Paulson, like them dudes, they were good, bro. They were really good. I wasn't getting no burn. And he was our special teams coach as well. And I remember him at the end of one of our tight end meetings. He was like, Dion, if you want to get on the field, I need you to get out there on special teams and stand out. So I say Osborne because he was the one that was like, you know what, D, if you want this is what you need to do. And then it kind of went all the way to Coach, I say Chip Kelly giving me the opportunity to move to the defensive side of the ball, like literally calling me in office and telling me that this is what we go do with you. And he
Love it.
handed me over to Jerry Azanero. who was my position coach and taught me the game from a defensive perspective. He helped me with my skills, as far as a pass rusher, dropping the coverage, and understanding his defense. And I think that's what I think him personally spending all that time with Jerry Azanero was it probably tipped everything for me on the mental aspect of football.
Love it, man. Yeah, shout out those coaches for witnessing a special talent where they needed it, man. That's big time, man. Look what you became, man. Top 3 pick in the NFL, man. Grinded. Love it, man. Yeah, that's amazing, man. Great to see those guys push you and to what you are today. Love that. And then talk about some like players as well. Have great coaches, but you also talked about your brothers as well. Is there any great players that really push you in
Yeah.
practice every day?
Everybody, man, the whole team, we were so good. I'm just I
Yeah.
did have a lot of good dudes, man. Like these guys, dog, who I want to say. I would first and foremost give a shout out to my class, the guys that I came in with in that '08 class, Kiko Alonso, Josh Cadu, LaMichael James,
Yeah.
Kenyon Barner. I can go on and on about my class.
Yeah. Darren Thomas.
But
Let's go.
yeah, Derek Thomas, DT, let's get
Yeah.
it. Yeah, for real,
Yep.
for real. The first one to bring us there.
Yeah.
Um, dog,
I
I probably say that. Yeah,
yeah,
them
facts,
dudes
man.
that I
Yeah,
came
I
in with.
I always say, man, Darren Thomas is like one of the probably the most underrated quarterback in Oregon history, man. Everybody wants to bring up quarterbacks and stuff. Man, you cannot forget Darren Thomas in your top 5, man. You can't. You can't.
DT was the first one to take us there, and
Yeah,
that was him. It was him and many more, that
100%.
we came in with in that class. So
I love it, man. So you did a lot of shifting, it sounds like. You went from, tight end room, special teams to defense. When did you realize like defense was really where your future was at? And what point did the game really start slowing down for you?
I think it was when Jerry Azanero got a hold of me, and I spent all that time in those meeting rooms with him.
Hmm.
Uh,
Perfect.
I think he watched me play on the special teams and then realized I can be a outside linebacker for him. And he just taught me the game, man. He taught me everything he knew from football. We watched a lot of tape. Yeah, dog. And I seen myself like, when you see yourself, the success, you want more. So I leaned on coach a lot, and
Yeah,
I wanted to do as much as I possibly can to help my team win. So I
love it.
played special teams, and I did whatever I had to.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, we just talked to TJ Ward, who,
That's the man.
yeah, man, we
It's
just had
crazy. You
him.
want to hear a crazy story?
Sure. Yeah.
So TJ was the guy that I went in for, like my very first special teams rep. I tapped him out and he gave me his position, bro. And I'm telling you, like them dudes, I was watching them play.
That's
I wanted
awesome.
to, you know what I mean? I realized what it was. And I got, mad respect for TJ. He's the big homie. And yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, I let him know that you were bringing you on, and he was like very excited that we are having you on. So yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, that TJ was explaining a lot of things about how he was a walk on, came and grinded and did anything he had to do to get on that field. So I'm kind of seeing the same resemblance with you, man. Like you two are big stars here at Oregon, legends here at Oregon, and on your early stages here at Oregon, man, you guys were willing to do anything you had to do to get on that field and prove yourself. So that's amazing, man. 100%. It's good to see those kind of traits in legends like yourself, 100%.
Oh, man, appreciate you.
Yeah, 100%, man. The 2011, 2012 seasons, man, those really put you on the national stage. What do you feel like changing your game in those seasons?
Honestly, I think the amount of playing time that I was getting, I did start on special teams. I did start on defense. I played so much, even at practice, that it was you're going to get better when you're taking that many reps. I think that's what it was, man. And
Yep.
I seen a little bit of confidence. I wanted more. And I think the more success that I had seen in my development, you just want more, man. And I think that was a huge part of it. Going against the guys that I was going against every day, them dudes make you better. Michael James he's going to make you a better football player. Like,
Yeah.
these dudes are going to make you better at just because of competition. Yeah, man, and then so much success. I think when everybody have success as a team, it shines the light on every individual. And I was one of the few that was able to get a little bit of that, man.
I love it, man. Yeah, and Chip Kelly's teams, right? Known for speed, man. Known for that fast-paced offense. How did practicing against those kind of offenses make you better as a player?
It was games with slow motion, man. Games with
Yep.
slow motion. That's pretty much what it was.
That
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, if you're going against the Blur offense, man, that Chip Kelly put together, I feel like you guys' teams back in those days, like 2008 to 2012, man, those like the Chip Kelly innovation offense. I feel like we're really just ahead of our time, because Oregon back in those days too, like we didn't really recruit like the Ohio States and stuff like we're doing today. You know what I mean? So like the way that you guys were able to have that kind of success, make it to the national championship, contend for natties and stuff like that against the Ohio States of the world and stuff like that. It was absolutely amazing what Chip Kelly was doing with those teams.
You gotta have some dogs that's willing to work, man.
Yeah, 100%. And the legends that were born in that era, you mentioned, yourself, Michael, D'Anthony, Marcus, man, it was amazing to see all that come to fruition. Which game at Oregon are you most proud of?
I say probably my last one. Just being able to go out with a dub in a big time bowl game, the Fiesta Bowl. I was able to do that in front of my family. I'm an Arizona kid.
Yeah.
I said that one, and then also probably that first Rose Bowl victory that we was able to bring to Oregon
Yep,
after all of
Wisconsin.
the.
Yep, that was huge,
Mhm.
man. Yeah, that was awesome, man. Yeah, that Wisconsin game, I remember that game clear as day, man. I still remember that ball just sitting on the sideline, Chip Kelly jumping up and down. Man,
Yeah.
yeah, man, that was a great game. That Kansas State game, D'Anthony Thomas opens it up with the returning kick, and they pan over to the Kansas State fan that just looks confused. Oh man, yeah, those are some great memories, man. 100%, man. I love it. Do you ever still think about that dreadful Stanford game? Because that's the one game that kept y'all out, man. And I feel like, dude, if it would have been Oregon Kansas State, because y'all were 1-2 the whole year, bro, until November, it's like, oh, why couldn't we have a college football playoff back then?
Yeah, those ones are always there, man, for
Oh,
sure. They
yeah.
always there.
Yeah, those ones definitely stick out in my mind, man. Is there one sack or like a defensive play that really sticks out in your mind?
As a unit, I say I can't remember what game it was. Oh man, it was I think I remember it was when not Jarvis. I think it was Jarvis. Jarvis had hit one of those guys. I think it was the Arizona game that we had at home.
Okay.
One of the guys had a big hit. It was a fumble, and I remember um, Eddie P picking up the ball and running it down, and the whole defense kind of leading us down the sideline. I can't remember what exact game it was, but that's
Okay.
probably the biggest one.
Heck
Probably the
yeah,
biggest
man.
one.
Heck yeah, man. There's a bunch of big plays to choose from. I mean, I'm sure it's hard to choose just one, but yeah, that's awesome, man.
Well, I
Um,
think that was the one when our defense, they recognized that we had a really good defense, bro. Like
yeah,
everybody was good on our defense. So one of
yeah,
them type of games.
yeah. That's what everybody was talking about. Oregon's offense. Oregon's offense. Blah 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 blah. But, I mean, a
Yeah,
lot. You guys defensively were locked down, man. 100%.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
loved
Javis
you.
Lewis. Javis Lewis. That's what it was with the big hit. My bad, big dog. I missed
Okay.
almost. Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, no, no, yeah. We got to I definitely got to find that clip somewhere. Yeah, find that game and find where that's at 100%. Um, what do you feel like made those Oregon defenses so successful? Because you guys were damn pretty good on that side of the ball.
I think going against the offense that we had to go against, probably. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's probably it.
that makes total sense, man. When you're going against the legends on the other side of the ball, like Mariota and stuff like that, Darren Thomas, the Michael James, going as fast as you guys did, I'm sure that made you guys a lot better, man. Autzen's a special place to play. You know that. What do you think makes it so special to play there?
The people, bro. That's it's the realest thing ever, man.
Facts.
Selfishly, Eugene has its own semi-professional program, and that's the Oregon football program, and it's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. As a fan, I always like to say, like, Oregon doesn't really have any professional teams when it comes to football, right? So it's like, you got the Seahawks up north. You could choose San Francisco 49ers down south, but like a true home team that you can latch on to, it's got to be the Oregon Ducks. I mean, you got the little bro Beavs too, but we'll leave that for those little guys
No,
down there.
no.
100%, man. Um, that 2012 team, man, there was a lot of anticipation coming into that season. I believe you guys were a top 5 team coming into that year. Fun fact, actually, for myself, dude. 2012 against Arkansas State. That was my first
Yeah.
game ever attending as an Oregon Duck fan. So that was pretty
Okay.
cool to see. Yeah, 100%, man. That was, I think, Mariota's first game too, starting. So yeah, that was pretty fun to see, man. How special was that locker room though? Like, great team, 2012 team. Did you still have any buddies that you still talk to today, and any good
Oh my
memories in that locker room?
dogs. All of them, man. All of
Yeah.
them. It was very great. You know, it was like one of them things where everybody took care of each other on the field, off the field. We pushed each other. I remember the amount of film, like we spent a lot of time watching practice film of ourselves together, like huddled around the laptop, like everybody watching and wanting to see their reps. Like, we took care of each other, man, and wanted to see success as a group. So I think, yeah, man, it was the dopest thing to be around everybody.
I love it, man. I love it, man. Do you ever sit there and wonder, like, if Oregon, that 2012 team made the national championship, like, do you think you guys could have got it done against anybody you played?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I think once you've been a part of one and you've lost one, it's like a taste that you want to get out. So it's like, you want to do everything you can to get back, man. And
Yeah.
yeah, it just didn't play out that way.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, it was still an amazing year. I mean, a historic year at Oregon. That Kansas State one was epic, And going against, I always wanted to see the Saban era Alabama teams against the Chip Kelly Oregon era teams. That would have been an amazing matchup. I think that's all of college football probably at that time wanted to see, but it just didn't work out that way. But it's all good, man. The ball falls where it may, and you guys still had an excellent historic season here at Oregon. So I love it, man. Um, I do want to touch on a little bit here the NFL career a little bit, your NFL
Yeah,
draft
for
moment.
sure.
Yeah, 100%. Let's walk through draft night. What were your emotions going through as Miami selected you at number 3 overall?
I was shocked, man. I was surprised. It was a lot. It was a lot. I can, to be honest with you, I remember stepping on David Stern's feet when I went up there. It was like, bro, I'm like, you looking out there. It was a lot, man, to take in. But I also honestly thought I was going to be with my coach, man. Those people who helped me get there, they had the next pick. I thought I was going there, and then the
Mhm.
business of ball played out real fast, and, and
Yeah.
I ended up being a Dolphin, and I appreciate that, man. Anytime you're able to get, anytime you're in a position like that, dog, is nothing but God, dog. So I'm grateful, for the way it played out. My family was very excited. I had them in New York. That's their first time. We West Coast kids, so
Yeah.
everybody first time out in this big city of New York, and dude, it was one of the coolest, things that
Yeah.
could ever happen to me.
I bet, man. That's amazing, man. That's a great story, man. Did you have any idea like Miami was going to take you there, or it sounded like you felt like
Uh,
the Eagles were probably going to
Chip
take you more?
Kelly.
Yeah.
Felt
Yep.
like it. I knew my coach was coming to get me, man. I just
Yeah.
knew he was on. I just knew it, but
That would have
it
been
is
awesome.
what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
100%. How did your life change overnight becoming that 3rd overall pick for you?
Everything pick up real fast, man. I'm a lottery pick, so uh everything moves fast, right? So for me, it was like this. If I can be completely honest with you, like I'll come from being in Eugene, small town. Really, no, it's a small town compared to Miami, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Uh,
Yeah.
Honestly, was a lot of attention, more so like media attention on a lot of our offensive guys throughout my time there. So I talked to people and I did interviews, but it wasn't like that for me as much as it was for, when you got a Heisman Trophy candidate on your team, dog, you know where the light is going. Well deserved. You feel me? So
Yeah, that
I
makes
get
sense.
drafted number 3 overall, and like everything just kind of speeds up for you, right? So it was an adjustment period for me. Also, like moving out that way, I'm a young man. I had some money in my pocket, so my lifestyle changed, right? So
Yeah.
it was a lot that I had to get used to quick, man. I had to
Mhm.
get used to a lot of a life fast, man.
100%, man. What would you think is like the biggest adjustment going from Oregon to the NFL for you?
Not much outside of being in a different city. I think that was just the only thing. You feel me?
Mhm.
You work when you get to the NFL. It's a job, dog. That's it. You know, you 24/7 football. So I mean, not much actually changed.
Okay, yeah, 100%, man. I know, like, Miami obviously is a big difference from Eugene. I'm sure it was lots of fun being out there, in Miami. It's a great
Yep.
place to be. You played also for Seattle, Oakland, San Francisco. What did each stop teach you as a player and both as a person as well?
I think going to Seattle was big time for me because I had just came out of going through a lot that when I was down south. So going to Seattle meant a lot to me. Like being around that culture that they had, it was still a lot of guys that was on that Super Bowl teams and things like that. So that was big time. Also being back in the Northwest, I loved it a lot. A lot of people, you know, think they treat the sports the same, you know, regardless of where you are in the Northwest. So it was a lot of fun being a part of that program.
Love it.
Um, Going to Oakland, originally from the Bay Area. I was born in San Francisco. So having the opportunity to play for the Raiders and the 49ers, you know, that was something as a little kid, you like, all right, okay, you did something. That's how it kind of started. You watching some of your closest local teams and your favorite teams, and now I'm in those jerseys, and my family who live in these areas get a chance to come see me play and represent me. That was huge, you
Yeah.
know, from that standpoint also. So yeah.
Love it, man. Yeah, 100%, man. Looking back, if you could go back and give rookie Dion Jordan one piece of advice, what do you think it would be?
Man, I would honestly, I was always tell myself, you just got to lock in, you know, keep the main things the main thing. And it was football, right? That's what football was for me. They got me everything that I wanted. So just really just lock in. Um,
Yeah.
and also I kind of look at myself now as an older dude, like, you know, sometimes you got to go through mistakes to get to where you want to. So I give myself grace, you know, a lot and
Mhm.
give myself a lot of grace now.
Yeah, I love it, man. Yeah, nobody's perfect in this world, man. We all got to learn and live, man. And I feel like you becoming a coach too. You have so much
Mhm.
wisdom, so much things you live through, so much experience you have. It's gonna make you and your new profession make you even that much better. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in that 100%. Um,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, 100%. Let's talk about the current Oregon football team. I know you've watched Oregon continue to build into one of the nation's elite programs. What stands out to you where Oregon is today?
Man, well, I think from the on-field perspective is the talent. Man, they do a great job of recruiting. You know, it's always consistently a guy from our team getting drafted in the first round. So I say that. I had a chance to go out there. I just completed my degree this past summer, so I graduated and did the walk and
Congratulations.
everything. So I had to say, thank you,
Nice.
but man, thank you. So I had the chance to spend a little bit of time with the staff. I got to get him big propers, man. Coach Dan Lanning does a great job, I think, you know, putting together what he built, dog. And
Yeah.
hey, man, I have a huge appreciation for him telling everybody that represents Oregon that he wants to win a national championship, and I'm with that.
Yeah, 100%, man. A lot of people think we can do it, man. 100%, man. I'm hyped up, man. I'm also hyped up here. I'm gonna do a quick ad real quick, man. Real quick. So we got
Yes, sir.
chat real quick. We have merch dropping August 15th, man. I'm gonna show you guys a quick preview of what we got coming. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna play this ad for him. All right, guys, you guys see it right there, man. August 15th, man. Make sure you guys lock in. The website goes live for merch. We're going to continue on with our interview with legendary defensive end, Dion Jordan, man. All right, let's get back right into the interview. I appreciate your patience right there. Um,
All
so
good.
yeah, no problem. Sorry. I tried to get you on a little earlier so I didn't have to play the ad in the middle of our interview. My bad, bro. But
It's
yeah,
all good,
like I
man.
said,
It's
all
all
right,
good. You got to get
100%.
paid. That's what they there for,
Yeah,
right?
100%. Got to get that check, man. 100%.
Uh,
Uh, so Oregon. Go back to the Oregon team. This current Oregon team. What do you think about the Oregon defensive line? I know there's lots of great guys coming back this year to win that natty. A lot of guys could have went to the NFL, coming back and returning for their final year here at Oregon. Is there any defensive lineman that catches your attention, and what do you think about the unit as a whole?
Man, I'm gonna be honest, which is hard for me to remember everybody's names, like because I
It's all good.
gotta remember 100 kids' name
That
on
makes
my
sense. Yeah, you're
team.
you're coaching yourself. Got your own
Uh,
shit going on.
I'll
I
say
totally
this
understand.
though, coaches. I know the D line coach has a son there, and I know he's really good.
Yeah, Tuohy.
Uh,
Yeah, Tatum Tuioti.
yeah.
Yep, yep,
So I
100%.
gotta give him his props. It's a couple dudes that came out this year that I think played well. The big homie that would play defensive end for him last year, I
Yeah.
thought he did really well.
Like Mateo Ugiagale is a big one, number
Yes, sir.
10.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. Yeah,
Um,
they're stacked on the
that's kind of
defensive end.
remember it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I had a chance to meet Coach, right? And
yeah,
yeah, dog, I met a couple of the outside linebackers as well.
nice.
Mixon, dude, they got talent, man.
Yeah,
These dudes are
Mixon.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all about, I think now, just them being able to do it as a unit and getting it done when it matters.
100%, man. When you're beating these guys and kind of looking at them, like, do you kind of see the difference of like athlete maybe at your time when they're recruiting
Oh
compared to
yeah.
now?
Bigger, faster, stronger, man, and as it should be. What that goes out to their recruiting. That's the Atlanta. You
Yep.
want them, guys that can help them win. So
Yeah, 100%. What do you think about like the NIL era? Yeah, I know everybody's kind of got an opinion on that. Do you think like you guys should have been paid back in the day, and like what do you think about it
uh,
as a whole?
I kind of put it in like where it's supposed to be, right? I think this is that era where young men and women supposed to be getting paid for their name, image, and likeness.
Yep.
Uh, if it was supposed to happen for guys in my time when I was in college, then it should have happened to them before me, and then it should have happened for those guys before. So it's
Yeah.
just that era. This is with that time, and things always change, right? So hopefully it's going right. Like it, hopefully we do it right. I say that, and it don't destroy college sport.
Love it, man. Yeah, 100%. You're now a college head coach yourself now. Um, I'm so sorry. Can you shout out the coach the school you're coaching at again? Sorry about that.
Eureka College, man. Eureka
Eureka.
College in Central Illinois.
Love it, man. Are you guys like Division 1, 2, or 3
D3.
or
I'm
3?
I'm D3, man. Yeah,
D3.
so
Okay, perfect, perfect. I just
yeah,
want to get some
I'm
background on it. Yeah.
yeah, I'm where you gotta love ball to be at,
Yeah.
man.
100%, man. Yeah, I love
So,
it, man. You gotta get there and grind, bro. Every level has its own levels to it. 100%, man. What made you jump into coaching and make that your next chapter?
like I said, dude, after I retired, one of my good friends that I played with for the Miami Dolphins, Randy Starks, he had got the head coaching job originally here, and he reached out to me when I was back home and offered me to come coach defensive line and special teams. So, I
Perfect.
just took the opportunity. All I was doing, man. I was coaching little leagues, and I was kind of tired of waiting until after school to go coach ball, and
Yeah,
I
that
jumped
makes
at
sense.
this. I jumped at this 100%, man. And I think
Love it.
initially, with me having the opportunity to help young men, uh, that was probably the biggest thing that I wanted to do. And then I realized how I can help them, and yeah, it was everything.
Yeah, man. What do you think's the most rewarding part of helping young players develop?
Uh, I'll say I'll say like helping them understand how life and football go hand in hand, right? If you really enjoy this game, you know what you got to do to keep it. I'll say that, and then for me as a coach now, like watching them develop, get better at something they enjoy doing, and also taking some game from me outside of football and applying it to their lives, and them being able to see how those type of things can make them better as well, not just football players but men also.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, I love that, man. Yeah, it's always good to step into coaching role, especially, how much of your own journey comes into that from Oregon to the NFL. How much of that influences how you coach today?
A lot of it, man. That was my journey. Football gave me my journey since I was a kid. So I used it all. I use it all. And I think, you see yourselves in these young men. You see the fire. You see them want, you see their love for the game. So I try to use it all, man.
Love it, man. Yeah, 100%. Do your players that you coach ever ask you about like Oregon or your NFL stories or anything like that?
Yeah, man. They ask a lot. I give them the game, man. I
Give them
I
the
don't
game.
lie. I do my best to tell them the truth, and I always try to love on them. So, I tell them whatever
Love
they
it.
want to know.
Love it, man. Yeah, 100%. I personally would love to have you as my coach, man. I would be fired up to play for Dion Jordan, man. Let's
Get
go.
it. I got some helmet and shoulder pads. They just came in, man. I'll get you fitted.
100%, man. I'll run out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I might have some eligibility left. Who knows?
Let's go.
100%, man. Oh man, when Oregon fans think back about Dion Jordan's career, let's say like 20 years from now, man, what do you hope? I know you're already a legend already, man, but like, what do you hope that your legacy, both as a player and now as a coach, holds in Oregon fans' minds?
I'll say hopefully that I definitely played and gave it my all, while I was there, and especially on the football field. Um, and I hope that they'll just see that, that place helped me grow, right? So I hope that is what they'll get from it. I worked hard, and it helped
Yeah.
me make me the man that they see.
Yeah, man, 100%, man. I don't think Oregon Duck fans will ever forget about the legend Dion Jordan, man. Top 3 pick out of Oregon, man. Killed it
Yeah.
from 2008 to 2012. Was part of those teams that really helped grow Oregon as a program to what they are today, man. Those Chip Kelly teams definitely did their thing, man. So I know you're a busy guy. It's been a long interview. I really do appreciate you coming on and taking the time, man. And personally, I was so happy that you were able to take this interview because growing up, man, I'm be honest, man, you were one of my favorite players. Oregon defensively at that time, necessarily, I don't want to say this in a bad way or nothing, but like didn't have a lot of star players on the defensive end. So like to see you
I
come out
understand.
and do your thing, man, it was so exciting. And to come as an adult to get to meet you and talk to you and meet and go over your Oregon career is amazing personally. So I really, really from the bottom of my heart, man, appreciate you coming on.
1000%, man. And I appreciate you for reaching out. All right, man. And put
Yeah.
some praying mantises in the chat, y'all. Let's get it.
100%, man. Appreciate you, Dion, man. For any Duck fans that aren't already following you, man, do you want to go ahead and shout out your social medias real quick?
Yeah, man. My social, I think my Instagram is djordan95. But I really want everybody really to support my program, support my school, man. Eureka College is a smaller school, man, with Division 3. And I'm here to, make it feel like D1. So support my program, man, and that'll be a lot of love.
Gotcha. Yeah, 100%, man. Make sure you guys go follow Eureka College. I have it up on the screen here for you guys. I got you guys' like logo. I just searched Eureka College on Google. It's showing up. Hey, it shows you right here, boy. Let's go. Hey,
Let's
Dion
go. Let's
Jordan.
go.
Yeah, let's go. Heck yeah. Hey, let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
Yep. So you guys, man,
Thank
make
you,
sure you guys go follow, man. 100%.
sir.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, 100%, man. Appreciate you. And as always, man, go Ducks. I hope you have a great day, man.
Yes, sir. Go Ducks.
Yeah, go Ducks. Peace out. Peace out, man.
All right, man.
Heck yeah, man. Well, how cool was that, chat? The legend, the one, the only Dion Jordan, man. Come on now, man. That was awesome, man. Like, that was awesome. Like, personally, chat, like, I gotta say, man, just personally, this is a huge deal for me, bro. Like, to talk to Dion Jordan and TJ Ward today, bro. Like, you would have told me 5 years ago when I started this channel streaming, bro, that I was gonna have the opportunity to talk to these type of guys, man. Like, well, you would have to pinch me. I'm dreaming, man. So, absolute legendary interviews, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in here. Man, make sure you guys are always subscribing on YouTube. Follow on Kick and like and share the stream with an Oregon fan. We're the best Oregon streaming company on YouTube and Kick, man. Ain't nobody doing it like us. There's podcasters out there. There's official media out there, which they all do a great job. But nobody does it like us, man. We're taking you to the games, man. We're streaming. We're giving you authentic content. We're bringing on legends like Dion Jordan and TJ Ward. So appreciate everybody, man. We're going to continue on here tonight and finish up this game. Whoops. Sorry, chat. We're going to finish up this game here. We got the Minnesota versus Oregon game here. Let me get it back on the screen real quick. Sure, everything looks good here. Good, huh? All right, let's get it, boys.
It's even worse. Watch Mason Gears right here. He is going to run a vertical deep cross across the formation. And if Drake Lindsey just stays calm and patient here, he's got him for a touchdown wide open on the other side of the field with no defenders on him. And I know he's saying to himself, I don't even think he saw that after the fact. But you can't just lollipop the ball out there just so you don't get hit. Take that hit as a young quarterback and deliver a strike for what would have been a 70 to 80-yard touchdown.
Instead, it's 2nd and 22 in a very hostile arena.
Snap.
Lindsey, down he goes to Coyote.
Hey, and Dion Jordan just talked about this man. Dion Jordan's watching out for Tatum Tuioti, boys. Let's go.
Sometimes I just...
How'd I know this ad was coming, bro? How did I know this ad was coming, bro?
You got glasses or not? Just enjoying a good time together.
And then it's 3rd and 31. Good luck. It's a screen. It's Brockington. He'll get some of it, and then he'll get wrestled down by Becher. 4th down for Minnesota, trailing by 22. I'll tell you what, we talk about all the ranked teams in the Big Ten and the teams that are college football playoff bound every year, barring one every half decade. PJ Fleck's got Minnesota in a bowl game.
Yeah.
It is so easy to get buried in the Big Ten. They don't get buried in the Big Ten. This is a team that's bowl eligible.
I was starting for
back in 2020. They beat Auburn, surprisingly, in the Outback Bowl. They've had 5 bowl wins in 6 years. Here's Benson on the return for Oregon. Very rightfully, Oregon is the headline tonight. And they flipped the guards today. Pregnon and Iuli. It's a run again. This is the freshman Hill, and he's escorted out of bounds. So typically it is Pregnon and World next to each other on the left side of the line. They flipped Iuli to left guard, Pregnon to the right side because they've been in and out with Harkey and Wilson at right tackle to fortify that right side as well. It's an interesting
Let me know you're here, baby.
And it shows you the depth of this offensive line. You're talking about Pregnon,
Minnesota, Oregon.
Pregnon, who has 35 straight starts. Right, Isaiah World, 45 straight starts on that O-line, and when you can move these guys all around,
second time out,
injuries no longer affect you. He has the stats, and he's leading the best defense in the country. That's why he's sitting there at number 1.
He happened to recently have done the football. Here's a broken tackle by Hill, so early contact that time. Hill gets through it on a nice 1st down run. I do want to ask you though, because you mentioned a couple criteria. What do you vote for?
For me, it's who is the best player in the country at their position. I find it hard for a quarterback or a running back or wide receiver to win the award if they're not the best player at their position.
Okay.
Jacob Rodriguez is the best linebacker in the country, and it's what stories can the country fall in love with that make them humanize them to the public, and I think he has that.
Let's go.
It's a throw from Dante Moore. He's got
Jamari Johnson.
He'll spin and turn his way all the way down to the 41. So Dante Moore, we spent some time with him. Humanize him. Please tell the audience why you love what Dante Moore was wearing for our meeting.
Well, Dante Moore showed up in pajama pants and what looked like a Snuggie hoodie.
But the pajama pants were what?
The pajama pants were incredible for me.
Yeah.
Because that's what I used to wear when I was in college.
They were the Grinch, weren't they?
And he is being the Grinch tonight.
Yeah, he is.
For the Golden Gophers.
I just love a guy who's himself. Exactly. Right? And there's a lot of that in Dante Moore, who will let it
There we go, man. Perfect
to
throw.
the hash mark and beyond.
Perfect throw,
Saliapaga with the catch
no
for
defender
18. That was a missile.
Oh my gosh, Saliapaga, look at this. It just flies off his hand.
Bro, that thing is
right to the right spot that it's supposed to be at.
Perfectly placed.
Saliapaga out there making plays. Sadiq out there making plays.
Loaded tight end room. McClellan out there making plays to the sideline. I just love in one breath, right? Snuggie, Grinch, pajama pants, and then just an absolute rocket through the night sky.
Yeah, and look, it's 35-13, and they're not taking their foot off the gas pedal. And when you talk about Dante Moore and humanizing him, his experience throughout college football is very similar to that of Michael Penix Jr. at Washington, Bo Nix at Auburn. They go to a new place, they find a place that they can truly develop at, and they turn into the player that they always knew that they were. He is having that experience here at Oregon and even sat for a year, which is something a lot of players are not willing to do.
For sure. He's going to keep it this time.
Let's go.
And gets tripped up. He launched the ball. He gets kicked on the way through. Hope he's all right. The turf monster got him, it looked like. Your thoughts?
Uh-oh.
He can't believe it.
Look at his guys. Look at his guys. They're all laughing at him, making sure he's okay, because he pulls this and he says to himself,
and out of bounds.
I think I'm going to score. But he hasn't been running that much today, so his legs weren't activated yet.
Damn,
okay,
bro,
so
this
see
fell.
what happened was the way his legs was working, they weren't ready to kind of pick him up and put him down quite yet, so he tripped over himself. And that right there is the lay of shame. Because you know, tomorrow in the film room, they're going to be on you like white on rice.
You've been there.
I have.
You've been to both sides of that.
It's unfortunate, but I have been there. He can shake it off here.
It's a first down run on a handoff. Jay Harris.
Let's go.
For 6.
I came back at the right time. Let's go. Who was that, Jay Harris?
To be honest,
We got the backup.
sometimes I actually have no
scoring now. Let's go.
Just an inside
Man, I remember
zone.
they gave those hats out.
Watch
This is
entire
the game
side
they
of
gave the hats out.
offensive line
Okay.
just moved
Yeah, this game right here.
Minnesota defensive
They
front
had
out
the
of the
cowboy
way, and
hats
Jay
for this
Harris
game.
whoop, bounces it outside, brings it straight to the DB, which is who you want to make
I go
tackle,
get it? Hold on,
and he
let me go
gets in
get
the end zone. It doesn't matter who the backs are. This Oregon offensive line is making sure that everybody eats, B.
And while we're at it, a lot of credit to the offensive line, and rightfully so. The kick-out block at the edge was just as low. The wide receiver.
They were giving these things out for free, bro. They were giving these things out for free,
Sappington
bro.
for the extra point.
I should have got like 10 of them. I seen people collecting like 10 of them too. They were literally, I seen people
And they put
stacks
together a
of them.
complete package tonight.
I'm like, bro, what the hell? Some people just didn't even take it home. I grabbed 2 of them.
Lindsey will
I
hand
have
it
at least
off.
2 of
Each
them.
aboard.
I have another one. I have this one and another one.
Maybe
Just in
2,
case,
and then he
one
gets
gets
caught
bad
in the
or
wrestling
whatever.
match with
But bro, these are actually like not
to
badly
Alexa.
built.
Yeah,
hats.
JB,
I mean,
if you
could
spend
tell it's
5
not like an
minutes with
official
Oregon
hat you
defensive
wanna wear,
coordinator Tosh
like,
Lupo,
every
you
day
will
or
feel
whatever,
his
but to a
energy
game,
and the
I'm like,
culture that he
just to wear it to
creates.
the
He
game,
said
bro.
every fall camp, the group puts together 8 goals that
This
they want
hat
to
right
achieve.
here,
They
bro,
revisit
with
those
the throwback
every game
logo.
week. They're things like takeaways, red
Yeah, they
zone
handed these
touchdowns,
out
yards
this
per
game,
catch.
that
And to
game,
give you
bro.
an idea of just how
These are
strong
lit.
that culture is, he said during his time at Alabama, they were up big, but they gave up an 80-yard run, and there was a fight on the sideline. So he doesn't care who the opponent is, what the score is. His guys are going to give 100% of the time.
And it fits very well with Dan Lanning and his mindset, the psychologically driven motivation that is just so intriguing week after week. We were here a couple of years ago for the Oregon State game, and they had lost to Oregon State the year prior. And I mean, he used the music system here at Autzen Stadium to play a song to motivate his players. Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide, to make sure they closed that game.
And they understand that when you have some of the backups in the game, these are guys that might have to play 2, 3, 4 weeks from now, depending on this war of attrition that you have in college football nowadays, with guys just going down when you least expect it. So they're holding everyone to the same standard, not just the starters.
You just saw in that shot Kingston Lopa, a redshirt freshman who's got 8 tackles all year in the game. Lindsey looking for Smith. It's incomplete, and it's 4th down. That's Obidegu on the coverage, the Balmer native. And there's an injured player For Minnesota, it's the left tackle Nathan Roy.
Officials timeout for an injury to a player in the offense.
So Roy will come off the field. Second-year player for the Golden Gophers, a four-star recruit coming into school as Weston will punt.
Number 42, Tom Weston to punt.
So last year in the regular season, Weston, who grew up playing cricket, he was at Ouachita Baptist, and he allowed 0 punt return yards in the regular season. You talk about hang time? He drops one in there. None. Can you win an Emmy for telestrator usage? Because the award is in. It's a handoff from Brock Thomas. He is the backup quarterback coming in, and it's second down coming up.
See, look, bro, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Like, bro, he is
lucky. Look
lucky.
at that.
Yeah,
he just keeps
lucky.
adding them on, too.
He does.
Like
He's gonna have all those hats stacked somewhere. You can sell them later on, bro.
Do you? If you get your driver's license and you're wearing those,
did that. I don't know why.
Are you 6'1" or 6'6"?
He might be 7'3". I don't know. I think they count each hat. They're going to give it to him just for the effort. 100%.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if you get
rate the hat quick. 1 to 3. 2. Okay.
I like that hat too.
That was our lightning round. Show him what he's won. Second down, it's a throw. It's Thomas who came in that Wisconsin game when Dante Moore had his nose broken. Cooper Perry, the freshman with the catch. Dante Moore comes out having set an Oregon record, we're told, for a single game with a minimum of 20 attempts.
Wow. 90% completion percentage. Of all the storied quarterbacks that have come through this program, for him to set that record on this night, the way he was pushing the ball down the field, very impressive.
Lowe has the catch after a nice block on the previous drive. There is a marker down as well.
Offside. Defense, his 5-yard penalty is declined.
He's throwing corner routes, middle of the field routes. These were high percentage passes because they were out scheming this defense, not because they were dinking and dunking. And watches tape with the guys and breaks it down to help them get through their progressions. Even though this isn't the system that he played in, that's invaluable information and experience that these quarterbacks get to get from an NFL longtime starter in Marcus Mariota, who we all know is an absolute legend around here.
Dante Moore is a sponge for information, and you can say that we say that about a lot of quarterbacks. Right? We saw it firsthand. He's the first player I've seen stop a meeting and ask the person next to me for advice. It was really cool. It's easy to say, everybody's looking for information and all that. He actually did it with you in front of him. It was really impressive to see that from that young man. It's a run on a scramble for Thomas. Nate Becker gets the hit, and it's 4th down.
Last year, and playing the way that they're playing, it's because of that young man.
Brock Thomas.
You may have misunderstood the game. It's rate the hat, not rate the hair.
Whoa. What's that?
The punt.
Game victory. Iowa, he had his first 2-minute drill touchdown drive. I think for them, it's just winning it all. They got to find a way to win the games against the great competition at the top of college football, and then people will start to understand just how dynamic this team and this player is.
Max Shikanjansky is in to play quarterback for Minnesota, by the way, as Dante Moore still learns over on the sideline. It wasn't a great day for Drake Lindsey, but 19 for 33, $138 and a touchdown, no interceptions. It's tough to ask for a lot more against this kind of defense.
I mean, you could ask for a lot more, but what they didn't want to happen with Drake Lindsey was him come in here, throw 4 interceptions, and they walk out of here not feeling like they can build anything towards the future. He came out in the second half, first drive of the game, leads them down the field, goes and scores a touchdown. That was a positive, but in football, there are no moral victories. I would have rather saw them come out here and just absolutely go for it. They didn't quite do that, but they're going to walk out of this game not necessarily with their quarterback in the tank.
A couple of deep shots early, right? First drive was a struggle with the weird formations. Couple of shots.
Beautiful night game at Autzen, bro.
But generally,
Autzen at
Oregon
night is undefeated.
was too much defensively
You can't tell me
tonight.
you don't want any other game to happen except the night games. I love night games under the lights and
hand it
shit.
off again to the Washington transfer Cam
You know, I
Davis,
just realized, bro, like, why are we wearing
Minnesota
a white
will
helmet
close
with
this
white
year
pants at home?
at Northwestern,
Especially when
and
they're
then
wearing a
home
white helmet,
for
too.
Wisconsin in the Paul
Kinda a
Bunyan's
weird
Axe
uniform,
game. I'll play a game at Wrigley Field as well as Northwestern finishes at new stadium for them. See what's left. Iowa USC, a big one coming up tomorrow. That'll be of interest to Ducks fans who will see USC the next time they play.
You know, coming into this game, Minnesota knew they were going to have to throw the football to win the game against the #1 pass defense in the country. We talked to defensive coordinator Tosh Lepore. He said we want to physically and mentally assault the quarterback.
Physically
that
and
is
mentally
how
assault that quarterback.
They think when it comes
That's
to
what I
playing
like to hear.
defense.
That's what I like to
and
hear
it's
from
why
my
they were so
coordinator.
dominant tonight.
They're going to face Jaden
Tosh is
Mayava
at Cal now, though.
next time. And that's a
Cal
quarterback
Bears.
who at points has been in your Heisman conversation.
Yes, he has.
This year.
Hell
And
yeah,
it's his
boy, look at my
ability.
boy.
What you saw from
Full
Dante
self,
Moore
too.
tonight,
Mind you,
Jaden
it's
Mayava
November
can do.
15th.
He
This game.
can extend
They got their
plays.
shirts
He
off like that.
can
That's crazy.
throw the football down the middle of the field and on the outside, and he's got the weapons as well. It felt like Minnesota didn't quite have the weapons outside to take advantage consistently of those one-on-ones. USC does.
There we go. There we go. Good defense, baby. Good
Lopa
defense.
just leapt at
Lopa's
him
going
for
to
the
Cal,
sack.
too. And Cal Bear. That was good defense
You're
right
going to
there.
see Lopa right here. He's going to track down here and chase down the quarterback from the backside. That's a hustle play, right? They always say hustle is between you, and right there Lopa said, I'm all about it.
You talked about Minnesota and their choices. Like, again, Oregon is a team that stops the run for a living. USC and Lincoln Riley have been more run heavy than ever before in his tenure. You talk about an intriguing piece of that matchup coming up next week. We'll see if USC can run the ball against a very stout run defense.
And the thing about that running attack is USC, we've covered them twice this year.
Because like there's no more trap to be set. It's just a tough game. It's a rivalry game. When you get in something like that, Oregon fans know it, how difficult that game can be. Jay Harris had a touchdown.
Jay Harris.
To go. He'll lose a yard, and we'll take a look at the current Big Ten standings.
They played it at a very high level, didn't give up a ton of points. So this is only going to go towards a benefit for Oregon when it comes to that committee sitting in that room deciding who potentially is going to be in the college football playoff, especially with David Bailey and Romello Height coming off the edge. Pass rush can eliminate a lot of the problems that you have on the defense, and Texas Tech has one of the best pass rushes in all of college football.
Top Heisman candidate Jacob Rodriguez. Yep. Third down, it's a run, and it's Harris.
Nice.
No, I joke because he's on the podcast, but that young man is an outstanding
Look at that.
player.
Brock Thomas
and
went 3 for
leader,
3,
and
26
without
yards.
him, that's a different
Stop
defense,
messing
even
with
with
my
that
boy
pass
Brock,
rush.
man.
So
Correct.
smart in the middle of that. But Dante Moore made a really strong case for Oregon tonight. He made a strong case for himself, bouncing back from a couple of tough weather games and tough stat games. An overall performance that they've got to be happy with, right?
100%. And I think this is also a case where when they play USC, both Dante Moore and Jaden Mayava could potentially put themselves dead smack
speaking
in
about
the center or
USC,
at the top.
we'll
of the
continue the
Heisman
2025
race.
rewatch
This
series
It's a weird year.
on Sunday.
It's coming
We'll
down
also
to the
have
last
2
couple
special
weeks
guests
for
as well that
who's
we-
going to be in
on
front,
Sunday.
who's not in front.
Next stream
and that
is gonna
makes
be
it an
Saturday.
opportunity for these teams
So
playing
make sure
great
you guys tune
football
in
at
for
the
the
end of
next
the
stream.
year.
We're always
to
on
come in and
Thursday,
swoop
Saturday,
the
and
Heisman
Sunday.
Trophy
You guys
away.
know the
There's
schedule.
some guys that maybe aren't the best player in the country, but they're on the best team.
Ferguson Reynolds, one more chance to punt for his friends back in Australia. And this will go into the end zone. The other question I have for you, Michigan Northwestern is the next game on our airwaves. Big noon tomorrow.
Yep.
We just saw Northwestern.
Yep.
What does it take for a possible upset there?
Upset. It's Preston Stone. We talked about this when we had their game against USC. He has to play at a really high level and protect the football.
They got to run the ball well.
They do have to run it well, but they could potentially run it well, and he throw 3 interceptions, and it could be the game for them.
True.
So the way that they upset Michigan is to play Michigan football better than Michigan and have their quarterback be efficient. 2 touchdowns, no picks, 65% completion percentage, and they might have a chance.
90% tonight for Dante Moore, 27 for 30. Oregon gets 4 rushing touchdowns and wins 42-13 over Minnesota. The Ducks are 9-1. They have 2 left in the regular season, and this number 8 Oregon team was way too much.
Yeah, let's go, man. Minnesota stood no chance in Autzen Stadium, man. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. So, yeah, bro, we'll continue the 2025 rewatch series on Sunday. Tomorrow, we're going to be just doing some college football content, some PS5 content, starting at 10 o'clock tomorrow. It's going to be a late night stream. I just want to go over some Instagram hot headlines over the last few weeks because we haven't done this. We haven't gone through. I like to go through my Instagram here and just kind of go over like recent news, talk about, give my take on stuff like that. So we'll do that for a few minutes here before we head out. Brandon Marcello is picking Oregon to win the national championship. Why I can't go to like the actual post is crazy to me. What the heck? Okay, here it is. So yeah, he's got Oregon winning the Natty. He's got Oregon as the 1 seed as well. Had to put my ball comment in there. Of course, got these guys who are trolling. You don't know ball. That's hilarious. But anyways, has us beating Oklahoma in the second round as the 1 seed, playing Ohio State, which would be amazing in a semifinal, and beating Ohio State there. And then going on to play Texas in the national championship, and he has Oregon winning the Natty. So just another pundit predicting Oregon confidently to win the national championship. There's been a few. I know J.D. Piquel of On3 has also picked Oregon to win the national championship. So there's a few believers out there. This is probably the most hyped up season in most like recent memory for me. I know like 2012, the Dion Jordan team that came in top 5 was pretty high up. 2023 was definitely a year where we're looking forward to, maybe winning a natty or something like that. But this year, man, just feels different, man, with the defensive line, arguably, not even arguably, bro, like realistically, facts. We have the best defensive line in the country easily. So super excited about that. You had this quote on fall camp, man. I really wish I could bring. There we go. That's a lot better, isn't it? Okay. And yeah, that looks a lot better. Let's bring this back over here. So, yeah, you got this dude, Michael Bennett. He is a Yale offensive tackle transfer that came in from Yale. So big jump in competition, but he is like Oregon didn't really splash in the portal when it came to offensive line. They really are going to be relying on guys who they've been developing the last 2-3 years. But this is a solid transfer here with a lot of experience, right? Big jump in competition when you're talking about Yale. Guys are going to be playing at Yale versus the Big Ten, right? But he made a quote about Dan Lanning, talking about you've got some people in this industry now who are kind of car salesmen. Dan Lanning is not like that. He's very upfront, honest, and that's the guy you want to play for. So just another great quote by by a new Duck who puts his trust in Dan Lanning there. Absolutely love that. Merch coming out, guys. Got our Dubs Down merch right here. So if you guys want to go ahead and cop some merch, it's August 15th when this will be releasing. This is one of my favorite pieces, man. Just adds to the rivalry. You guys know what Dubs Down is. PFF has Coy Parrish, which I feel is a little bit low here for sure, but they have Coy Parrish as the number 8 returning safety in the country for 2026. So Oregon bringing in a top 10 safety in the portal, according to PFF. Pretty much they have KJ Bolden, Bray Hubbard, which I'm totally fine with those two being above Coy Parrish, but once you get into here, like, this is debatable. Like, come on now. Bryce Fitzgerald, Bronte Johnson, Amari Farrell, like, really, Jalen McLean, Valentu. Like, come on now. Coy is better than these 4 guys. I would have Coy at 3, arguably number 2, honestly, because, dude, the dude is an amazing player. I'm actually surprised they have him that low, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, Oregon, their secondary just really low. As you lose Dylan Thieneman into the draft. Recruiting update here. We had a 4-star edge, Cameron McGee. So big time 4-star. He's going to be visiting Oregon October 10th, which is going to be interesting. Who does Oregon play October 10th? Let me just bring up the Oregon football schedule. Because October 10th, Oregon plays UCLA at home. So it sounds like Cameron McGee here will be coming to Eugene for the Oregon UCLA game. So let's make a nice home crowd for him. Big announcement here. This is pretty big. I collabed with college football Riley Alberts, CFB RALB on Instagram. He makes a lot of good updates. Partners with 247 Sports as well on his updates. Was able to collab on this one for this announcement. Cameron Wagner, who we should have on this stream very soon, by the way, is pretty much locked down. He is the number 32 commit, number 32 offensive tackle commit in the country. So that's awesome to see there. We've been doing our countdown. We're 30 days away from Oregon football. So I put out for the 30 days away. Oregon beat Penn State last year, 30-24 in double overtime. Put out Legalized Quacks video. He always makes great edits. Here's a big one we should check out. This is huge right here, chat. Jalen Lott. So true freshman Jalen Lott was a 5-star. He was, I think, the number 1 or number 2. He was a top 2 wide receiver in his class. Comes into Oregon already making plays. Let's play this clip real quick. Already making plays, chat. Like makes the catch there. He's wearing number 10, 1 foot down. Beat Naeem Offord, it looks like. Looks like Offord got beat there. But yeah, man, Jalen Lott, the true freshman 5-star, already making plays. Oregon football put out this clip in one of their posts, and I went ahead and reposted it, man. Epic and a great ball. Whoever threw that ball, I'm assuming it's Dante Moore. In the coaches poll, this is the coaches poll. We didn't really cover this. Oregon comes in at number 2. I put Oregon over Ohio State, which is funny. I honestly do, though. I believe that Oregon is better than Ohio State. Oregon has the best roster in college football, hands down. The least amount of questions coming into the season on their roster. The only questionable part about their team, in my opinion, is the offensive line. So I believe Oregon should be at 1 here. That's why you see my comment, Oregon over Ohio State. Although I did expect Oregon to be lower on this list because national pundits, I see a lot of them either having Notre Dame, Texas, Georgia, any one of those 3 through 5 schools. I wouldn't be surprised if they would have put Oregon, or if they would have put them ahead of Oregon. But what does this show? Oregon being at number 2, 1, there's a lot of expectation for Oregon to make the national championship and probably win it as well. And then 2, it shows a lot of respect from the coaches around the country because this is the coaches poll, right? These are taken by coaches. So Oregon has a deal of respect. I think all time, I think this is the highest Oregon has ever been in the coaches poll. I am like 90% sure this is the highest we've ever been in the coaches poll. Number 2, coming into the season, at least. Coming into the season. This is the highest we've been preseason ranking. Dan Lanning is the 3rd best coach in the Big Ten. That's what the headline is here on this post. 2026 coach rankings here. This is by CBS Sports Experts. So this is CBS Sports. They have Kurt and Ryan Day, which I agree with. I can agree with that. Look, Ryan Day beat the hell out of Dan Lanning and staff. They certainly outcoached us in that Rose Bowl. Players outplayed us in that Rose Bowl. Same thing with the Peach Bowl and Kurt Signetti. I mean, when you go 0-2 and you get your ass beat and blown out the way you did in the Peach Bowl by the same coach, yeah. And Kurt just came off a natty. So, yeah, give me Kurt, give me Ryan. That's fair. And then Dan at 3. That's exactly where realistically I would put it as well. Until Dan Lanning wins that natty, you got to put him at 3. If he wins the natty, you got to put him at 1. You got Kyle Whittingham coming in here at 4, which I certainly expected Lincoln Riley. This is where you're kind of seeing USC fall off a little bit. Is they have Lincoln Riley here at 6, which A couple years ago, you would have seen him top 3 here. So you're starting to see the belief in Lincoln Riley and these USC. I always been saying it. This might be a hot take. I think Lincoln Riley, if he don't make the playoffs, man, I think he's out. I think he's out of job. We'll see. They got Kyle Whittingham at 4, which I definitely agree with. I think Kyle's a great coach. You can even argue. I hate to say it. You can even argue at this point in time, you could maybe even put Kyle above Dan Lanning just because how experienced Kyle Whittingham is, right? At Utah with all those teams. And now you give him Michigan's NIL and that branding. I'm telling you, Michigan might be a dangerous team. Matt Campbell at Penn State. This is an excellent hire. Excellent hire. You get Matt Campbell. He built up Iowa State. He bring basically the whole Iowa State roster to Penn State. Penn State's a very veteran roster at this point because of all those transfers they brought in. Watch out for Matt Campbell. And Penn State does not have a hard schedule at all. They probably have the easiest schedule in the Big Ten this coming season. Lincoln Riley at 6. You got Kirk Ferentz at 7. Brett Bielema at 8, Jed Fish at 9, and TJ Flick at 10. To be honest with you, chat, there's really nothing for me to argue with here. There's really nothing. I mean, I could argue in the opposite direction here and say Kyle maybe deserved to be at 3 other than Dan. Put Dan at 4, which I would be okay with too and totally understand that. But, that's CBS there. Here's a big one. Dylan Raiola, man, talking about, we're not going to play the audio. Or I guess we can.
Comes into team culture and vibe. I mean, it's very different.
Let's
like
play
a
it.
hard-nosed Midwest team versus a team that's known for kind of like the swag, the hype,
Yeah.
the newness. What's it been like?
It's definitely been a transition. I'll start with the landscape of outside, and there's not cornfields here. There's mountains and trees, and I love the nature. As far as football, it's different. With coaches and players, like we have a lot more talent than we did at Nebraska. And I don't
See
say
that
that to
right
knock
there.
on them, but I think everybody.
See that right there. And he even just said, I don't say that to knock on him. He tried to cover his ass. But that right there, you did not have to mention the talent. You could have just left it at the landscape of the state and just, it was already kind of a jab right there with there's no cornfields. And then you just hit it with the right hook, bro. And look, there's nothing he is saying which is incorrect too. Like I see all these people on Twitter, all these people, bro, over fucking reacting, bro. It's like calm down, okay? It's not like he out here flipping off Nebraska and saying fuck Nebraska. He might have threw a little subtle jab out there. I get it, but it's like, bro, people are way overreacting to this quote here.
They will know that. But I'm very grateful for my time there. Learned a lot from my coaches, teammates.
See, and this is the part of this quote they're not going to show.
Still have those relationships, but I think that I'm really excited for what Oregon's going to bring. Not only to my life, but for my teammates as well.
Exactly, man. See, so that quote was not even bad in my opinion. I see a lot of people freaking out on Twitter over this, bro. People gotta chill their pussies out, bro. Bro, stop letting your pussy hurt, bro. Like, seriously, Nebraska fans, it's not that big of a deal, bro. You're acting like he said the most disrespectful shit ever. You're acting like he straight up looked at the camera, said, fuck you, Nebraska, y'all some bitches, and walked out. No, what did he say, man? He said, obviously, there's a lot more talent here. That's pretty damn obvious. Look at the recruiting. Look at the expectations. Okay, did he have to say it, though? That's the argument, right? No, that's where I would agree with you. Okay, you need a little bit of PR control, but at the same time, brother, it wasn't that big of a deal. And he instantly checked himself and said, not to diss on them, but we have more talent here. That's the difference. He's talking about differences between Oregon and Nebraska. That's one of the differences. It's obvious. And then he also goes on to say he appreciates his time at Nebraska. He appreciates his teammates and his coaches. And that's where people don't want to bring up this subject. They want to focus on the negative. And man, that's why I can't deal with Twitter, bro. Like you guys see me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You'll see me on all those. Twitter is such a toxic place, bro. Like I'll go on there and post. You will not see me scrolling on there, bro. I cannot stand Twitter for this exact reason. And because people want to act like Dylan Gabriel or Dylan Raiola is the worst thing that to ever happen since 9/11. It's like, bro, can we chill out a little bit here? Can we chill out, please? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Jeez Louise. All right, man. Let's keep going here. Let's see what else kind of headlines that have been happening over the last few weeks. There was that one. That was a huge one, man, that everybody was talking about online. You got Decorian Moore here as well.
On at the end of last season, and do you feel like with spring ball and summer workouts and now heading to fall camp, do you feel like you're on path to be a better wide receiver, obviously heading to the second season?
So the most you'll probably hear it a lot, but the best ability is availability. And I wasn't very available last year towards the middle of the season. Of course, I got hurt, and I was out for a couple of games. So the one thing, like I said, I took away from last year was just staying in the treatment room a lot because it came back to bite me last year. So just trying to make sure I stay good on my health and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna be probably one of the best receivers in the nation next year.
What makes you think that?
Just knowing what I trained for.
What did you train for?
To be the best. Yeah,
Bro,
to be the best. I train
what
like
kind
that.
of bro? First off, what fucking dumbass questions are these, bro? Get her out of here. Whoever asked that dumbass question, bro. Like, I'm so sick of this, because, bro, I'll give you a little background here. The University of Oregon, bro, will not respond to my damn email. I don't know if they hate me or don't like me. I've been trying to get a media pass for y'all for so long, bro, and they just keep denying me, bro. But anyways, they'll allow her, who asked these dumbass questions, in the damn locker room, but won't allow Duck Zone. Or won't at least won't respond to me at a timely manner, or just deny me flat out. But I don't know, man. To each their own. To each their own. But anyways, he said it. Decorian Moore. I think I'm gonna probably be one of the best receivers in the nation next year. There is no doubt about it. You guys seen the kid, true freshman. He was the #1 wide receiver coming out of high school in 2025. Killed it as a true freshman. But he did mention something important there. His ability to play. Okay, he did get hurt. Now you see this with a lot of talented recruits. Evan Stewart's kind of a culprit of this. Very talented, but they get hurt, man. Their availability is not there. And you see this with guys in the league. You have to take care of your body, okay? You have to take care of your rehab, taking care of your body after practice, because if you don't, if you think you can skip over it like you always done in high school, right? The body gets older. The body needs stretching. The body needs rehab. If you just jump in and you think you don't need to do that kind of stuff, go in the cold tub and stuff like that, your body's going to pay and you're going to be out. Decorian Moore learned the hard way. So now he took his lesson and we're going to see him come back. And if he stays healthy, I believe Decorian Moore could not only reach 1,000+ yards this season, but could possibly be the best wide receiver in Oregon history. I really believe that. But he has to stay healthy. PFF here has Brandon Finney as the third best corner in the nation, which I definitely don't agree with. This is a hot debate. Brandon Finney's got to be #1 here for me. Brandon Finney's got to be #1. Now, I get it. Leonard Moore, he's excellent. He's going to be the top pick of the draft. Brandon Finney, by the other hand, is just as damn good. And let me remind you, folks, he is a true sophomore. A true sophomore. Leonard Moore, on the other hand, I believe he is a senior. I might be wrong on that, but I know he is definitely older. That Brandon Finney has a lot more experience. So I get that. Dion Lee, absolutely do not believe there's a better corner other than Leonard Moore. You give me Leonard Moore, that's debatable. We can debate. Give me any other corner, bro. Give me any of these corners ahead of Brandon Finney. No. I'm telling you, Brandon Finney, man, needs to be at least #2 on this list. Dion Lee is not better than Brandon Finney. You could make a case for Leonard Moore, but I'll tell you this, the ceiling is way higher for Brandon Finney. Brandon motherfucking Finney has a way higher ceiling, way better pro potential than any of these guys on this list. So if I was building a team, if I'm a GM, give me Brandon Finney Jr., man. They rank him at #3. PFF does, though, which I absolutely do not agree with. He's a top 2. He's easily top 2. I say 1. If you want my honest take, he's #1. I don't care. Leonard Moore, no. Brandon Finney has more potential. Here's the 2026 and naughty odds for each Big Ten team. We got Ohio State coming in at +550. They are the favorite. Oregon Ducks, this is easy money, folks. +700. $100 wins you $700 essentially. That is easy damn money, bro. I am picking Oregon to win the national championship. I am picking Oregon to go undefeated, and I know that sounds like a homer take. I do not say that every year, okay? Last year, I did not have Oregon going undefeated. I did not have Oregon winning the national championship. I've always said If there's going to be a year where it sets up perfectly, it's going to be 2026. I've been saying that for the last 2 years now, ever since that 2023 season where we had Bo. I thought that was our championship window. Once that closed, once Bo left, I've always been looking towards this year. You come in, you're at plus 700, man. This is easy money, chat. This is not gambling advice, but I would lock that in if I were you. Here's another piece of merch that will be dropping August 15th, guys. Right here, we have the Oregon owns Michigan line here. This is a shirt. We also have this on hoodies, cups, coffee cups, coolies. We have iPhone cases with this as well. If you guys, Android cases, if you have Android. So, man, a lot of cool stuff coming out August 15th, man. I thought this was hilarious. I tweeted this out, bro. I'm sure these will all be shipped to Ross as soon as they don't sell, and it's showing all the Washington. These are tickets being sold at Costco for Washington football games. As you can see, they're not selling well. I mean, I don't think there's one that's been sold so far. If you take a look at the shelf and like the placement of them, literally not one missing, which is hilarious. Also, look at what somebody did to this shelf. They've flipped every Washington one upside down. So that is hilarious. Gotta love that. Got to love that, man. Doesn't look like they're selling very well at all. Here's another one that I really like. This is the Ducks Bust Nuts merch line here for the Ohio State game. We got beat Ohio State. This is one of my favorite ones. It's very funny. People read it, they're gonna laugh. So that's an excellent one for August 15th as well. Here's 2025 totals by Big Ten quarterbacks. This is a good one to see here because Dante Moore's coming in at number 3. Jade Mayava coming in at number 1 with 3,700 passing yards. Julian Singh at 3,600. Dante Moore not far behind with 3,565. And then you got Josh Hoover and Anthony Calandria. These are 2 transfers, brand new Big Ten quarterbacks that are probably going to be really damn good for their team as well. You have Dan Lanning saying it's a championship bust season right here on Part of My Take. I thought this was pretty interesting because Dan Lanning normally shies away from this stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you try to put expectations on him or let him know how good his team's doing, most of the time he tries to stay away from this stuff. But it seems like in this offseason, he is fully embracing that national championship or bust type of season.
Championship or bust this
year? Oh, 1 second. Let me get this up here.
Year?
Yeah, just easy question.
Yeah, no,
oops.
Easy.
Take care of business, right? What's in front of us, we'll see what no, I wouldn't say that. I would say be the best version of us.
Okay.
Do you feel like that's where I'm sitting right now?
I think yes. Listen, you're a fantastic head coach. It's different than a hot seat. We've had coaches sitting here and we've blatantly said, hey, you're on the hot seat. You're not on the hot seat. You're far from the hot seat. But it feels like this year you guys have a roster.
We got a good team.
I'm ready to say championship or bust.
That's
Are
your
you
job.
cool with that?
I'm comfortable. Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're comfortable with
You're
it.
comfortable. I'm comfortable with you saying that.
Yeah.
You
want to be the best version of you? Is that what you said? The best?
Absolutely. I want to be the best team we can possibly be.
So that would be
there's
championship.
there's things you can't predict, right? There's things that are going to happen within a season. I think every year, the ball bounces a certain way, a player gets injured, things might happen. But I do think we have a team that's really capable, for sure.
So, yeah, you seen it right there. I thought that was really interesting right there because Dan, you seen he was kind of trying to be like, no, we want to just be the best we can be. I don't want to say that. But then he's like, well, hey, man, you guys got a good damn team now. If you guys don't win this thing, media might start having a reputation. I mean, people start seeing patterns here, so I definitely am in that crowd. It's championship or bust. Okay, if we don't win the championship, am I going to say fire Dan Lanning? No. I'm sure there will be people overreacting and saying Dan Lanning can never win a championship if we don't, which it would tend to, sway public opinion one way for sure because there'll be a pattern, right? This is the thing for me. I don't need Oregon to win a national championship to be happy this season. That is something that, of course, is on everybody's mind. Every Oregon fan, every Oregon coach, every Oregon player, of course, wants to win something that's never been done here. But at the same time, guys, I mean, winning a national championship it's very difficult, obviously, okay? So to put the one and only expectation and say it's a bust, if not, that is a strong quote there to say, right? So I don't want to say championship or bust because that's implying that if he does not win the national championship, I do not believe in Dan Lanning. He's a bust and he needs to go. That's intentionally what I'm saying. So I don't want to say championship or bust. What I do want to see, though, is Oregon in the playoffs not get blown out. Okay, if Oregon goes into the playoffs and they're getting blown out, okay, for a third year in a row, I'm going to have some problems with Dan Lanning and his job security. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, we cannot on the national stage have the same performance that we've had the last 3 years now. Okay, we cannot have that. But if Oregon goes in there, competes, loses a close game or whatever to a great team, a team that will probably win the national championship based on the historic results, give me that, man. Give me that. And if we ended up doing that, it is what it is. It's very difficult to win a national championship. So to set my standard at championship or bust, a little high there, okay? I'm a little lower than that, okay? I'm like, look, man, if we make the championship, if we make a semifinal again, I like it, okay? I'm still gonna be happy with Dan Lanning, and I believe at one point, sometime, he will get us that natty, man. But if there ever was a time, 100%, if there ever was a time, man, it is this year in 2026. No doubt. No doubt, man. Well, shoot, chat, man. It has been quite the stream, man. Where are we at, man? Woo! All right, man. Yeah, it's been great. I'll go over one more thing here because this is a big thing I did want to bring up. JD McKell, one of my favorite guys, one of my favorite media guys out there. Definitely knows ball, bro. He's a big fan of Oregon. You can tell he definitely likes Oregon. He does pick Oregon a lot. This is the first time I've seen him pick him to win the Natty, though. Okay, and this was the first big pundit other than Brandon Marcello, who just came out today. He is choosing the Ducks to actually win the national championship. He has Oregon as the 2 seed. Okay, Marcelo had us as the 1 seed. This time, coming in as the 2 seed, he has us winning the Big Ten. Obviously, you have us beating Notre Dame, 7th seed Notre Dame. Then you move on to the Final Four. He has us beating Oklahoma, which, guys, I will say Oklahoma is one of those teams to watch. I think they will be really good. John Mateer is one of my favorite quarterbacks in college football, and they have a defense. I would watch out for Oklahoma this year. And then he has us beating Oklahoma, playing Georgia, the 1 seed Georgia, in the national championship and beating them. And let me tell you, if this actually was to come into fruition, if this actually happens, and to play Georgia, the team that Dan Lanning came from as an assistant coach, where he lost his first game in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I was there, 49-3 in his first game ever head coaching. To loop it around in 2027 in Las Vegas and have them play and have Oregon win it would be the craziest storyline I could ever think of. Like, bro, to get blown out by the team you came from, to go play them in the Natty eventually 5 years later, and to win it would be absolutely amazing. It would be amazing to win a Natty against any team, but to have it go against Georgia, Kirby Smart, Dan Lanning's former coach, like, that would be insane. It would absolutely be insane. All right, chat, man. So yeah, that's covered some headlines. We've had an amazing stream today, man. That Minnesota-Oregon game was a blowout. It wasn't the best to watch. That's why I kind of had the sped up version on, and we had 2 Oregon legends on as well to kind of fill in those gaps as well. So man, we got to have TJ Ward on. We got Dion Jordan. Man, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Follow on Kick as well, man. Appreciate everybody who tunes in weekly as we stream every Thursday, every Saturday, every Sunday. The next stream is going to be held tomorrow night. We should be starting around 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30 Pacific time, depending on how late we're going to be. I have a pretty busy day tomorrow, so I'm going to try to get with you guys, but it will be late at night. So lock in for a late night stream. The stream is going to be gaming content. We're going to be streaming college football 27, continuing our road to glory freshman season. So, man, let's lock in, man. I will see you guys on the next stream. Appreciate everybody, man. Again, August 15th, be on the lookout for merch dropping. We got heat. Appreciate everybody. As always, go Ducks.